You are watching the Capital City Sports Network on SGTV.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. Alongside Dylan Clark, I'm Jack Taylor, and it is good to be back here at the Plex Ice Center in Irmo, South Carolina. We were gone for a couple weeks. There was a lot of away games for the Gamecock ice hockey team, but we're back now, and we're going to give you all a little season recap before we start with our pregame analytics, I guess you could say. And so starting off, the Gamecocks, after starting 1-4 in their first 5 games of the season, they ended up improving, getting back on that upward slope, and they went 5-4-1 to go into the rest of the season. And they came off of last week at a win at a win at Clemson, which is always big, as they defeated the Tigers 6-4. Tell us a little bit about that game.
Well, that win against Clemson was absolutely huge for the Gamecocks. It broke a 3-game losing streak, and Jared Ward filling in for Bobby Lombardi after he broke his finger a few games ago. Jared Ward played fantastic, able to secure the win for the Gamecocks, and just secure a good future for the Gamecocks going forward.
And you said Bobby Lombardi, he's been out for a while with a broken finger. And we talked to Coach Serwa earlier today, and he told us of a lineup change-up, and they had 6 players that weren't going to be playing today. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Right. Most notably, out of the 6 players not in uniform tonight for the Gamecocks, their captain, Jake Tenji. He will be out after concussion sustained against Georgia, and the timetable for his return is not looking too great. They said he'll be back next semester. We don't know exactly when, but Jake Tenji, he is their leader. He is their captain. He means so much to this Gamecock hockey team. He's got 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points. It's a huge chunk of offense that's missing for the Gamecocks, but it's not everything. Number 20, Jeffrey Kudstrepski, leading the team in assists and points. He's got 5 goals, 14 assists for 20 points. He's going to be their leader. They're going to need to rally around him tonight if they want to get the win.
Yeah, he's really found his spark here later in the mid part of the season. He's been a contributor for the team, but he's never really kind of found or solidified his role. And now you see with those 14 assists and leading in points for the team with 19, he's starting to show that he can be a playmaker on this offense, and the Gamecocks need that.
Right, and he's there every single night. After the past 11 games, Jeffrey Kudstrepski has been on a point streak, and he has almost all 19 of his points in those 11 games. So the consistency, I think, is almost as important as the scoring itself.
And Gamecocks have been looking for consistency, especially in positions such as the goalie. After like we said, Bobby Lombardi being injured, but even before that, him and Ward, they were sharing the playing time. They were splitting it, and so Ward had a bit of performance issues in the earlier part, but I think he's starting to step up to his position.
Right, it's a perfect example of how things we think at the beginning of the season can be completely different by right now. We thought we would see so much more of Bobby Lombardi, but that is not the case. Jared Ward got a lot more than that than I think he even expected to see, and now with the injury to Lombardi, Ward's getting a lot of playing time. Like we said, he got the win at Clemson. That's a huge win, snapping that 3-game losing streak for the Gamecocks, and he will be between the pipes tonight for the Gamecocks trying to get the win.
And then now switching over to Vanderbilt, they are coming off of playing only 8 games through the entire season. They won their last game 5-4, so they are 4-3-1. And tell us a little bit about the Vanderbilt team.
Well, the one thing I noticed is their goaltender, Ari Furman. He has started every single game for Vanderbilt. He was pulled once, I believe, and he's gotten, I think he's 4-3 in his record. He's gotten a 3.95 goals against average, but also a 906 save percentage. So what that tells me is he's seeing a lot of shots, but there are so many shots that he can't save them all. So they're letting up so many goals per game. There have been out of the 7 games that Furman has started, 5 of them have been games where he's seen 40 or more shots on goal. 1, he saw 56.
Yikes.
So I think the thing the Gamecocks need to do tonight is get those shots on goal. Furman's going to stop a lot of them, but I think the higher volume of shot is going to be way too much for them to handle.
All right, so keys for the Gamecock defense. What do you think it's going to take for them to keep some of the Vanderbilt players at bay?
Well, I think the Gamecock defense needs to keep their feet moving. A lot of times we see the opposition just really chip the puck in behind them and then work their offense from below the goal line. The Gamecocks can't allow the opposition's forwards to get in behind them and get that offensive setup. So I think chipping the puck up the boards, off the glass, is going to be a huge thing for the Gamecocks tonight, and really just get those pucks down the ice when they're in your own zone.
We've had one of the keys for the Gamecocks all season has been, being able to keep their head in these heated games and stay out of the box. We've had, with Tenji being out, maybe we'll see a little bit less penalty minutes today, but there are some other players that have gotten a good amount of minutes in the box.
Ryan Soar is the one guy that comes to mind. He leads the team with 52 penalty minutes. There was a string of 3 games where he got 3 consecutive 10-minute misconducts for unsportsmanlike conduct. So again, it's important for the Gamecocks to keep their heads. They can't spend too much time on the penalty kill because obviously you're not going to be scoring goals when you're in the penalty box.
Exactly. Well, that's all for us for this pregame, for the pregame of tonight's game versus Vanderbilt, as the South Carolina Gamecocks are taking the ice, getting ready for the game to start. We will be right back, or when we come back, we're going to send it to Claudia Jacaman, who's between the benches for us, and she talked to Sherwa a couple minutes ago, and she's going to give us her pregame rundown. And then when we come back, it'll be the start of the game. She good to go?
Night, they can definitely compete with this Vanderbilt team who lost a lot of players to graduation last spring. So honestly, anything can happen with these types of players. So it's going to be a battle, as Coach Sherwa said. So we're just going to have to wait and see what these guys can do, especially the younger guys. You know, the goalie for the Gamecocks is a freshman, doesn't have too much experience. But this is only Vanderbilt's 8th game of the year, whereas Gamecocks have almost double that. So that's a little bit of an upper hand, especially for these younger kids. So we'll just have to see. Back to you guys.
Brought it back to you guys, but
Yeah.
did you do math over?
Yeah.
I mean, it is going to come back to us.
And we're just moments from getting underway here as the South Carolina Gamecocks get ready to take on the Vanderbilt Ice Commodores. And we've had a couple roster updates. We got some more. We got some information from Claudia Chakamian down between the benches. So tell us what's going on with some players that are out for Vanderbilt.
Well, for Vanderbilt, they have quite a few players out. Out right now, scratch are Josh Lipsy, Justin Cruz, Patrick McNamara, Ohad Beck, Matthew Murphy, Robert Weinstein, Yoni Zoe, Nate Elner, Evan Sclafani.
So basically half of their lineup.
Exactly. Half their lineup for Vanderbilt is scratched. We don't know exactly why, but most likely related to injuries.
Or just due to travel, maybe they weren't able to make it entirely. But that does give the Gamecocks a leg up in terms of stamina and having just a larger bench, even though we thought, they were going to have maybe a disadvantage with 6 players out, but now they seem fine.
Right. And more specifically, those 6 players for the Gamecocks, not healthy scratches, but scratches tonight. Number 7, Grayson Curry, Jack Watson, Nick Pizzo, and Duncan Hickman, along with Bobby Lombardi. But notably, Bobby Lombardi has been replaced. Somebody's wearing Bobby's jersey tonight. Nick Jasinski will be our backup goaltender tonight. He's out there wearing number 30. That's usually donned by Bobby Lombardi. It came as kind of a surprise to Jack and myself. We weren't ready to see a goalie out there wearing number 30 tonight.
No, we were not. And I'm still just surprised that even though Kostrevsky's performing the way he is, he still can't get black pants. And he's got to go out there playing with blue pants under his black jersey.
Well, Jeffrey Kostrevsky leading the Gamecocks in assists and points. Maybe it's the blue pants that give him his mojo.
The power comes in the pants. And we are just moments underway, about 2 minutes as both teams are warming up on the other sides of the ice. Some Vanderbilt names that are looking strong. We saw Daniel Hoyler. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hoyler, yeah, Daniel Hoyler.
He leads the team in all offensive categories. He's got 4 goals, 4 assists, and 8 points total. And he's looking like their main offensive weapon.
Yeah, the one thing when you see one single player leading all those offensive categories, it's kind of intimidating when you're on the other side, but it kind of gives you an idea like, okay, well, if we can shut this guy down, we have a good chance to win. And like you said, Hoyler, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points, leads the team in all offensive categories, but he also leads the team in penalty minutes. So maybe that's another thing, you get under Hoyler's skin, you kind of make him mad, and you give yourself maybe a couple of power plays here tonight.
The Gamecocks are well experienced in getting other teams to induce penalties and to create penalties because we know that we are they're a very heated team. And especially you're talking about power plays. Ian Schneider, he leads the team with 3 power play goals. So hopefully if they can induce those power plays, Schneider will be able to break through and get one of his own.
Yeah, the Gamecocks are going to have quite a test for him tonight in goal. Ari Furman, like we said earlier, 5 out of the 7 games he has played this season, he's seen in excess of 40 shots. And for a goaltender, that is absolutely insane. So he's used to high volumes of shots. They're going to need to get in front of him, take his eyes away, get screens, deflections, a lot of garbage goals right in front of the net if they want to solve the Rubik's Cube that is Ari Furman.
And speaking of goals, the Gamecocks, for goals for and goals against, it's the same number. The Gamecocks have had 68 goals for and 68 goals against.
Yeah, an average of 4.85 per game in both goals for and goals against. It's way more than you want for goals against, and it's a wonderful thing for goals for. They're playing a Vanderbilt team, 21 goals for, 29 goals against. That's an average of 3 goals for per game, 4.14 goals against. So again, that's another thing that's encouraging to see for the Gamecocks when your opposition is averaging a higher goals against than goals for per game.
Coach Sherwood talking to his players before the game starts, and we actually got a chance to talk with Vanderbilt's coach as well. It's his first year as the head coach for Vanderbilt, and they had 10 players graduate from their team, so they had basically a whole new team coming up as they started this year. And Sherwood was able to come back, and we got to talk to him earlier today. Always a good man to talk to.
Right. One of the most difficult things about college hockey as a whole is you're not guaranteed players for more than 4 or 5 years in the case of red shirts. So when we see some of these years, there is massive roster turnover when you have so many seniors going on to do other things. And in this case, we've lost 10 players to graduation. So again, new roster, new faces, and we're going to just see how it goes so far this year. Gamecocks 6-7-1 to start the season.
We're going to go to break real quick, and when we come back, the game will be underway for the Gamecocks here at the Plex Ice Center in Irmo, South Carolina. And the starting lineups are leaving the ice as we get ready for this game to start. The matchup between Vanderbilt and South Carolina. What do you think, real quick, just quick keys for South Carolina to take an early lead here against Vanderbilt?
Well, I think we've seen in some of the games for South Carolina, they can turn the speed on and off at will. And it's kind of crazy to think that you would ever want to turn that speed off. So I think the quicker they can get in Vanderbilt's face, in behind them, just chipping pucks, they need to use their speed to their advantage if they want to get on the board early.
Crowd starting to fill in. Not a huge crowd for the Gamecocks. They're, like I said, they've been about a month or so without a home game. So now having them come back, crowd should start filing in a little bit later. Kostrepski up for the puck drop. Going against number 14 for Vanderbilt. That is Jake Borgen.
Jake Bearsma.
Gamecocks win the puck drop. Quick puck back. Sorry. Behind the red line, Gamecocks recover. Try to get a pass out, misses. Bit of a miscommunication. It goes over to the Vanderbilt side of the ice. Recovered by Vandy. Going behind the goal. Pass up in the air. Caught by number 23 for the Gamecocks. Off the wall. Recovered. Gamecocks has it. Attempt for the center pass. 23. Top of the blue line. Pass in. Try to get a backdoor goal. And to no avail.
Great puck movement there by the Gamecocks. Number 20, Jeffrey Kostrepski, surveying the ice from that left wing point. He gets it out to his D-man, Brian Soar, at the point, and unable to finish that play off in front. Nice save there by Ari Furman, his first of the night.
Full lineup change for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of short shifts tonight. Both teams short more men than they would like. We're going to see a lot of short shifts, guys changing often.
Ben Smith wins the faceoff for the Gamecocks, but they quickly lose possession. Goes behind the red line, recovered by the Gamecocks. It's number 24. That is Dave Conkrin. Conkrin passes it out to the left side, passing it out to number 9, at Bobby Van Duzen, who loses possession. Quickly recovered by number 13. 13 passes it out to the left side of the ice, up the blue line, recovered by the Gamecocks. Missed pass. Number 34 for Vanderbilt recovers. Vanderbilt with a weak shot going off the knee pad of Ward. Gamecocks trying to get it out of their side of the ice. Pass over to Cochran. Cochran passes it around to number 13, who was not able to recover. Gamecocks quickly regain possession. It's number 10. 10 with a slap shot right into the chest of Furman.
Well, that's some great sustained pressure in the offensive zone there for Vanderbilt. Gamecocks struggling to get out of their defensive zone. And again, it's only the first minute 30 of this hockey game, but the Gamecocks have spent almost all of it in their own end.
And that's something we've seen too terribly often from the Gamecocks. Evan Hoey up for the face-off, loses it for the Gamecocks. Vanderbilt recovers. Off the wall, intercepted by the Gamecocks. Behind the red line, possession quickly given back to the Commodores. Gamecocks recover. Slap shot up behind. I don't even call it a slap shot or a pass, or just an attempt to get the puck away, but it goes behind the goal. Recovered by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has it behind the wall, or beside the wall. Now behind the red line. Passing it out off the wall. Quick poke check from the Gamecocks. Recovered by Vandy. Vandy tried to get it out of their side of the ice. Passes it off the wall. Recovered by the Gamecocks. Pass out, up off the wall and over as Hoey goes to recover. Behind the line, intercepted by the Commodores. Vanderbilt recovers. Passing off the wall. He's not able to complete the pass. Off the wall to number 15. Gamecocks recover. 6 has it. He's got an opening. 6 tried to pass back for the open shot. And they get another shot off of the chest. Not swallowed up though. And that was a couple good attempts from the Gamecocks, but they weren't able to recover or able to get anything through.
That was a great shot there by Mike Boris. Ari Furman leaves a pretty big rebound out there in the slot. Luckily, one of his D-men was able to clear it out, but that's something the Gamecocks need to watch out for. If they're getting a lot of rebounds there, it's another opportunity to put the puck in the back of the net.
Kostrepski back in for the Gamecocks, up for the face-off. Kostrepski wins the offensive face-off for the Gamecocks. Going behind the wall, quickly lost possession as Vanderbilt recovers. Puck. Fighting for the puck behind the goal. Gamecocks not able to recover. Vanderbilt trying to get it out of their side of the ice. Quick pass to the opposite side of the ice. Missed communication, bounced off the wall, swallowed up by number 23. Kostrepski not able to complete the pass. Eventually tries to recover. A couple poke checks from the Commodores. They regain possession, swallowed up by Soar. Soar behind the red line, passes it behind himself off the back wall to number 6. That is Boris. Boris tries to get a pass going. Boris able to cover. Boris to Soar. Soar passing it back behind the red line to Boris. Oh, and that is a goal for the Commodores. He was able to slip one in. That is I believe that's number 1 for the Commodores.
19, Kevin
19.
Castholm. Yeah, it was really a strange play there for Vanderbilt. They just kind of threw the puck at the net. It eventually ended up going wide, bouncing off the boards in behind Jarrett Ward. And really, Kevin Castholm was just a case of being in the right place at the right time. That puck just kind of came right to him. I don't think Jarrett Ward was expecting that puck to be out in front of him as quickly as it was.
I don't think he was at all, and you can tell I wasn't even expecting it. I couldn't see it at first. Number 10 up for the faceoff, that's Ben Smith, and quick deficit for the Gamecocks. That's not what you want to see. Ben Smith loses possession, passes it back to Kranis. Kranis recovering behind the red line, passes it to Cochran. Cochran passes it out. Gamecocks lose possession. Off the foot of a Commodore, recovered pass to number 13. 13, Martone tries to pass it around behind the line, goes behind the goal, narrowly recovered by the Gamecocks, but passed right into the stick of a Commodore. Recovered by the Gamecocks, passes it off his foot, and now it's an opening. He's got a chance, number 17 for the Commodores. 17 with a chance. Stoppage of time, or the ref blows the whistle.
Offsides there on Vanderbilt. That's a huge, huge lucky break there for the Gamecocks. If Ben Lackner just gets a couple of more strides in, gets some more speed coming through the neutral zone, that's a clean break. It could have been a 2-on-1, even a 2-on-0 for Vanderbilt there, and a quick chance to go up 2-0 in the early stages here of this first period.
Brandon Alter gave us some information in between the benches. That goal came from Kevin Castholm, who was assisted by Jack Smith and Jeremy Gross. Like we said, a quick deficit for the Gamecocks as Vanderbilt is able to regain possession. That's number 10. That is Jack Smith for the Commodores, who passes it behind the red line of the Gamecock goal. Passing off the wall, Kostrebski recovers. Kostrebski behind the goal, looking for someone to pass it to. Kostrebski going through center ice. He's looking for an opening. Kostrebski fakes the defender out, trying to center a pass in. Poke check from the Vanderbilt defender. Recovered by the Gamecocks, who passes it near the goal, off the post and up into the air. And that'll be another stoppage of time.
Well, Vanderbilt's taken away the middle of the ice in their defensive zone, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Gamecocks not really having any openings as they get into the zone. They're being forced out to the boards where they can't really get any good shots on goal. There you saw the shot, I believe, by Jeffrey Kostrebski, directed easily up over the glass by goaltender Ari Furman.
Kostrebski wins the face-off, passes it to Schneider. Schneider tries to get a pass off, loses possession. Vanderbilt clears it out. Gamecocks recover. Passes it up and off the wall into the hands of number 11. That's Joe Kernow. I'm not sure. Can't read his handwriting. Gamecocks have possession behind the red line. Intercepted by Yang. Yang loses possession. Passes it out behind the red line. Gamecocks still have it. Fight behind it. And chance for a goal off off the knee of Ward. As that was another opportunity quickly saved. Kostrebski fighting for the puck. Kicks it out as Hoey goes to recover. Hoey with a long pass all the way down and a missed opportunity there as Mike Borsch was not able to complete that reception, or not able to receive that pass and get an easy shot for a goal. Gamecocks still have possession, however, behind the red line. 21, I believe. That would be, I think, it looks like Ian Schneider trying to fight for possession. Commodores have eventually recovered. A couple poke checks from the Gamecocks, able to give them possession. The center pass. He's got an opportunity. Number 3 with a weak shot attempt. Gamecocks still have the puck, however. Behind the line, passing up to the top. 17 with a slap shot. Too many bodies in between. Oh, no, that was a goal. That was a goal for number 17. That's Jim Hatton. Looked like there was too many bodies in between, but he's able to squeak it in there. And that's a good way to answer for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, a lot of bodies in front. Couldn't really tell if that went off anybody. I believe it did, but I think it might have been touched by... It might have been Brian Soar in front of that, but either way,
I have to imagine that it had to hit some bodies.
Yeah, it was Jim Hatton taking that shot from the point, and it wasn't overly hard, but he kept it low. He was able to hit a couple sticks on the way in. Gamecocks have tied it up. 14:23 left in this first period.
Corey Hawkinson up for the puck face-off. He was not able to win it. Passes back to Hatton. Hatton all the way to the other side of the ice. No Gamecocks around. Icing.
Yeah, it's just like we said in the pregame. If the Gamecocks want to beat Ari Furman, they need to take his eyes away. I think they did a great job of that. There was a lot of traffic in front and great heads-up play there by Jim Hatton to notice that, hey, he can't see. I'll take a shot right now.
That's the instinct you got to have if you're trying to get back in this game. Number 14 for Vanderbilt up for their face-off. I'm not going to try to say that name again.
14, that's Jake Bearsma.
You guys can't see, but those letters don't look like Bearsma. There's two. That's not right. No. Number 11 for the Gamecocks has possession. Missed opportunity and missed pass. Gamecocks able to recover going off the wall. Quickly intercepted by Vanderbilt. That's number 10. 10 coming off. Passes it behind the red line. Hatton, closest Gamecock. It's covered by number 23. Missed opportunity and missed completion. Vanderbilt retains possession in the offensive zone. Gamecocks, quick interception. Pass out, trying to get something going. A couple poke checks from Vanderbilt. Gamecocks still have possession. Passes it off the wall all the way around. Vanderbilt able to recover behind the red line. Vanderbilt looking for an open and a quick opportunity. Pass it, and he had a man open, number 9, Gross, but it hit off the body of one of his own players. 10's got to move. He's got an opportunity, bounces off the knee of Furman. That was a good that was a good opportunity wasted by the Gamecocks. Number 9 with a nice shot.
It's in the glove of Jared Ward.
I couldn't tell.
That was a fantastic move there by Jeremy Gross for Vanderbilt. Nice move to get around the defender, and we saw a similar move at the other end of the ice. Ben Smith intercepting that pass, heading the other way for the Gamecocks. He got around a couple of defenders, but again, another great save there by Ari Furman.
You're gonna have to create a little bit more of a better play than that if you're gonna get it past Furman. Gamecocks with the defensive face-off. Quickly win back possession, passes to the other side of the ice. Able to recover is the Gamecocks. Now lost it. Number 2, Yang has it for the Commodores. Behind the red line, Gamecocks recover. That's number 5. Blake Drummond passes it all the way down, but no one's there. Number 13, that's Martone. He missed that pass. That was supposed to go to him, but he just wasn't able to recover. Gamecocks fighting for possession in the offensive zone, but the Commodores recover. Intercepted by the Gamecocks. Pass to the other side of the ice to Ben Smith. Ben tried to get something going, but he loses possession. And that's a stoppage of time.
Looks like they called that as an icing, and that doesn't make any sense to me. Actually, there was a play earlier on that looked more like an icing than that most recent play did, but either way, the faceoff's going to come all the way back down into the Gamecocks zone.
Actually, ref's pointing at the middle. So,
yeah. Usually I have a pretty good handle of what's going on, and at this point, I have no clue why the faceoff's at center ice. I'll be open and honest with you. Either way, center ice faceoff.
Center ice faceoff, why not? Kostrepsky's up for the faceoff, wins for the Gamecocks, passes it out to Borst. Borst passes it back to Kranis. Kranis was looking for Kostrepsky, but Kostrepsky didn't know the pass was coming. Gamecocks able to recover. Puck bounces off of his stick. Commodores intercept. Flying in the air is the puck, number 24. Cochran going back. Cochran passes it behind the line, intercepted by the Commodores. Finding possession, a poke check from the Gamecocks. Kostrepsky able to get the puck back, weaving through defenders to keep possession. Kostrepsky going through the center ice. On the left side, Kostrepsky looking for a center. Fake pass. Kostrepsky somehow keeps possession, gets bodied on the wall behind the goal. Sliding behind the goal is the puck. Gamecocks still have possession. Pass it out to the point, off the stick, bouncing in the air. Cochran able to recover. Cochran looking for a pass, finds Kranis on the right side. Kranis with a risky pass. Kostrepsky able to recover, but then quickly gives it right back up. Commodores have 3 men coming down. Able to cover 34 with a slap shot right once he gets it. A one touch that he's not able to complete. Another one time. Number 34 for the Commodores, that's Zach Pulikoff. Pulikoff passes it behind to number 19. Hawkins for the Gamecocks, able to intercept the pass. Puck in the air, on the offensive zone. Hawkins had tripped up as he was trying to get possession of that puck. Goes behind the goal, recovered by Jack Smith. Not Jack Smith. That is Kevin Castholm, who loses possession. Gamecocks recover. Hawkinson has it going to center ice, tries to complete a pass on the other side, intercepted, Hawkinson bodies the Commodore, able to get possession back, couple good poke checks. Gamecocks recover. They got the advantage. Number 17, that's Hatton. Hatton looking for the opportunity, wasted, absolutely.
Great 2-on-1 there. Jim Hatton had a huge chance, but unfortunately, play blown dead offside. And the Gamecocks will have to wait for another opportunity to maybe take a lead in this hockey game.
That was a huge opportunity that they missed right there. They could have gotten a lead off of that. They had, like you said, a great 2-on-1 opportunity and nullified by the overtime. The offsides.
The offsides.
Game ain't over yet. Ben Smith up for the face-off. Ben Smith quickly able to win possession for the Gamecocks. Martone ends up losing it as they're fighting behind on the right side of the ice. Fighting for it in the right corner. Vanderbilt able to come away with it. Vanderbilt has it, passes it out to the middle. Missed pass, and he tried to get that off the one touch, but not able to. Gamecocks fighting for possession behind the goal. Sliding to the right corner. Vanderbilt recovers. Big wall check from the Gamecock defender as he tries to get the possession away. They were able to. He gets a quick shot off, but goes off the post, it sounded like. Gamecocks still fighting for it and still trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Martone looking for it. Excuse me, not Martone. That is Alex Siegfried. Siegfried looking for it. Siegfried finds Martone. Martone tries to center it in. Too many bodies in between. Vanderbilt recovers. Vanderbilt number 19 going down the ice. Tries to pass it out to number 9 off the foot of number 5 for the Gamecocks. That is Blake Drummond. Drummond passes it out to Martone. Martone not able to keep possession. Bounces it off the wall. Blake Drummond hits it prematurely. No one's there to complete the pass. Commodores recover in the defensive zone. Fighting for it behind the wall. Drummond loses possession off the poke check. Number 15 Armstrong, able to keep it. Hoey recovers for the Gamecocks. Behind the red line, that is Drummond. Drummond passes it up off the wall. No Gamecocks there. Quickly recovered by the Commodores. Back to the Gamecocks. Drummond trying to get something going. Going back into Vanderbilt zone. Drummond with a weak shot attempt. No way that was getting in. Gamecocks still in possession, however. That's number 6, Boris, passing it out to Drummond. Drummond to Kostrzeski. Kostrzeski tries to retain possession. Unable to off the poke check for number 10. That is Jack Smith. Smith off the wall. Smith still has it. Looking for something, trying to make a play. Smith trying to weave through, passes it out all the way to Ward. Ward leaves it for Hatton. Hatton has it behind the red line. Quick pass to 23. Quickly recovered by the Commodores. Off the poke check. Borst has it. Borst makes a defender miss, but a good poke check from number 6, I believe. 5, excuse me. That's Daniel Hoyler. I haven't said his name yet tonight. But that was a good defensive play from Hoyler to stop that attempt.
Huge opportunity there for Jeffrey Kostrzeski after receiving the pass from Mike Borst. He shoots the puck just a couple of inches over the crossbar and out of play. We'll see a face-off in the offensive zone for the Gamecocks. I've noticed we're calling Ben Smith's name a lot tonight. He has been all over the ice, and you got to think it's probably because Jake Tenji not in the lineup, but Ben Smith doing a great job of filling his shoes.
Gamecocks win possession. Kostrzeski was able to get it, but a shot goes wide right. And excuse me, not Kostrzeski. That is number 15, and that is Sean Davis. Sean Davis with the attempt. Gamecocks fighting for it behind the goal, looking for something, trying to get a backdoor pass in and a backdoor shot. Nothing there. Hatton looking for something, trying to make something out of nothing. There's nothing there. Missed pass. Gamecocks retain possession. Quick one in. Pass to 23. 23 whiffs on the shot. Vanderbilt still has able to retain possession. Off the wall, into the air. Missed by Hawkinson. Hawkinson able to recover. Hawkinson out to Soar. Soar looking for something, going off the wall behind the ice, or behind the goal. Soar with a poke check up in the air to Hawkinson. Hawkinson makes 2 defenders miss with that spin, but quickly gives it back to the Commodores, and Ward will keep it, and it'll be another stoppage of time.
Alec Martone is furious right now. While the Gamecocks were gaining control in their offensive zone, he was out at the red line, slamming his stick off the ice, trying to get a stretch pass. He would have been home free in behind the Vanderbilt defense. Unfortunately, Gamecocks unable to get that puck up to him.
Another missed opportunity from the Gamecocks. Coming in for the defensive face-off. Vanderbilt able to keep possession, goes through the legs of the ref. Kranis has it behind the red line. Kranis all the way out to number 9. 9 whiffs the pass. He had 2 men going down. Conkran able to keep possession. Kranis has it behind the red line. Kranis passes it out to number 18 for the Gamecocks. Powderly misses it. Powderly able to break free. Powderly's got a 2-on-1. Powderly looking to center it. Misses the center attempt, go for the shot, and that's a goal for Powderly. Able to get into the right corner, faking the pass, and what a play from Powderly.
What a shot by Ian Powderly. He looked over like he was going to pass it, and he goes right upstairs off the goalpost over the glove of Ari Furman. Gamecocks take a 2-1 lead.
He faked me out. He faked our camera guy out. I could not believe that. That was a good look from Powderly.
Absolutely beautiful shot by Ian Powderly.
Taking the lead in a beautiful fashion. That's the missed opportunity that the Gamecocks were able to complete. We got Ben Smith coming up for the face-off. Ben Smith loses possession, breaks through. Quick is Vanderbilt, able to get something going. Kranis fighting for possession behind the red line. Vanderbilt has an attempt, tries to get a backdoor pass, and off the knee of Ward. Passed it all the way out. Smith for the Commodores, trying to keep something going. And that's a stoppage time for the ref. Or not entirely sure why.
It was offside. Jack Smith unable to hold that puck in for Vanderbilt. And he's arguing his case with the referee, but the referee's having none of it.
I just noticed we have 2 number 10s playing tonight. One for Vanderbilt, one for South Carolina.
Both named Smith.
Both names on the back of the jerseys are Smith, so that is fun. We have Jack Smith for Vanderbilt and Ben Smith, and we've been saying their names a lot tonight, as Jack Smith had the assist on their only goal, and Ben Smith has been trying to give himself a role tonight. Vanderbilt has possession in the offensive zone. After getting tripped up, Gamecocks able to quickly recover, finding possession on the right side of the wall. He's got an opportunity. He's got a man down there off the puck and into the crowd, or off the stick and into the crowd. Ben Smith was able to break up that offensive opportunity as he had Mike Borst, I believe. Yeah, Mike Borst. He had Mike Borst going off with a chance for a breakthrough.
Well, the Gamecocks, they're really seeming to like that stretch pass tonight, and I'm not entirely sure how much longer it's going to work. Well, it really isn't working for them tonight. It worked once off the goal there that they just had, but we keep seeing that Vanderbilt's reading that pass, and they're getting their sticks on it, tipping it out of play, and intercepting those pucks as they're coming through that neutral zone.
Vanderbilt with possession in the defensive zone. Borst fighting for it, unable to get it. 21, that is Schneider with a big wall check. Vanderbilt has it going through center ice, passes it around behind the red line, going to recover 2 Commodores. Number 5 for the Gamecocks recovers, that is Drummond. Drummond tries to make a defender miss, ends up losing the puck. Recovered by Kostrevsky. Kostrevsky going to the right, and that looks like another offsides.
Sloppy play there by the Gamecocks. Blake Drummond, he didn't know that Jeffrey Kostrevsky was so close behind him. He took his time getting back over that blue line in order to get back on sides, but again, that's just sloppy play there by the Gamecocks.
I mean, we still have 6 minutes left in the period, and that's been about 4 or 5 offsides already. Hawkinson out for the faceoff. Hawkinson able to win possession off the foot, but the Gamecocks able to recover. That is Brian Shore hitting off the back of one of his teammates, going behind the red line. Gamecocks trying to get something going, unable to get anything going at the moment. Vanderbilt has possession, going through center ice. Pass intercepted. That is Martone, who had a nice move but got bodied by number 14. He had an attempt there to juke out number 14 for the Commodores. Big hit. I believe that was Martone.
Yeah, that's revenge there for Alec Martone.
A response. That shot attempt from Gross goes well over the net and nowhere near, so that's another stoppage of time.
Alec Martone trying to get a little cute there as he goes into the offensive zone. He gets stood up, and he goes and takes his anger out on the nearest Vanderbilt player. And we just received an update from Brandon Alter, our down between the benches for us. Shots right now, as they stand, are 8-4 in favor of Carolina, and that's a good recipe for success right there.
That's what you would like to see if you're trying to say. Gamecocks win possession off the defensive face-off. Quickly give it up. Intercepted pass from Soar. Soar looking for a stretch pass, not able to find one. Vanderbilt has an attempt close to the goal, off the post. Gamecocks able to recover that one at the right post. Gamecocks have it on the right side, on the right wall. Unable to keep it into the glove of Hatton. Hatton has number 6. Hatton passes it out to Borst. Borst finding something. Borst to 15. 15 off of the stick of a defender and into the glass. It's actually kind of stuck. Oh, no, there we go.
Well, Sean Davis, he was looking for the stick of Mike Borst. That would have been a great shot for a tip-in, but unfortunately, it might have been a little bit too hard. It goes off of, I think, both the Gamecock stick and the Vanderbilt stick at the same time. Ends up out of play. Face-off will come to the right of Ari Furman.
Fans are showing their support and getting loud behind the glass. Gamecocks almost one possession back. Ward's going to come out to keep it away and that was a risky move by Ward as he left the net open with a Commodore flying down the ice.
Well, it was a risky play, but I think it was exactly what he needed to do. If Ward wouldn't have come out and played that puck, it would have been a great chance for Ben Lackner.
Brandis weaving through the defenders, passes it back behind to Borst. Borst with a slap shot into the glove, off of it, he doesn't catch it. I think he's able to wrap it up, and now there's hands, I think, going in the pile. I think eventually he's able to swallow it up, but the ref's going to come there and try to separate that, as Crandis is known for having a bit of a temper.
Ari Furman, he's talking to the ref right now. He's saying, well, why are you letting him poke away at my pads? That puck was not frozen, though. Great job by the official to keep his eyes on the puck and keep the play alive while that puck was still loose in and around the paraphernalia there of Ari Furman.
Hawkinson going up for the face-off. Ref having some words with one of the Gamecocks. Hawkinson able to win possession back to not Borst, to Drummond. Commodores have it. Bit of a 34 flying down the ice, right up through the knee, off of the knee pad again, and it went behind right through the legs, and that's a goal for the Commodores, and that's just something Ward has got to swallow up. Went off his knee once and went off it twice, and I think it's going to 17?
No, it's Polakov. Polakov got the first opportunity. Beber comes in, tries to put the rebound, and he actually gets it through the pads of Jared Ward. And yeah, just like that, we're tied with 4:40 left here in the first period.
I think that's something that's just sloppy play, and I think that's something that as a freshman he's going to have to learn and get experience through. He should have had.
Well, I think Jared Ward, he needs a little help from his D-men there. He made the first save. He actually made the second save. He needs his D-men to clear that loose puck out of there for him.
Hawkins set up with the face-off. Hawkins loses possession for the Gamecocks. Big body blow from Mark Tone. Gamecocks still have possession. Back to Ward. Ward passes it up into the air, and that's going to hit the rafters, and that's going to be a stoppage of time. Puck flying out of play.
I don't think Jared Ward meant to do that, but he's going to get himself a nice stoppage in play, give his teammates a nice little breather here before we resume play in the defensive zone for Carolina.
4 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first period. Defensive face-off for the Gamecocks. We've seen Hawkinson take a lot of these face-offs. Hawkinson able to win possession, and maybe that's why. Off the back wall. Vanderbilt recovers, tries to get a center pass in, off the pad, off to Drummond. Drummond going behind the right side of the ice, passes it out quickly over to Hawkinson. Hawkinson able to get it, passes it out to Drummond. Drummond passing it to no one, going behind the wall. Goalie comes out to get it. Recovered by Vanderbilt. Left side of the ice. Huge hit! Absolute body blow. And that was a weak attempt though from Ian Schneider, but that was, I believe,
Evan Hoey.
Hoey just obliterated the Vanderbilt defender as he was trying to get a pass off. And the fans absolutely loved it.
Wonderful play there by Evan Hoey. Just a good, solid check, trying to get momentum for his team. I think he's done a great job of it so far in this hockey game. He's been a physical force all through this first period.
Kostrevsky up for the face-off, and it was a clean hit from Hoey, and you always like to see good big hits that are clean.
Absolutely.
Quick slap shot from 17. That's Hatton trying to get another goal on the night. Unable to. Vanderbilt has it behind the red line. Vanderbilt coming out. Quick pass. Looking for a center. That's number 9. That is Jeremy Gross looking for something. Jeremy swallowed up by the Gamecock defense. Siegfried not able to retain possession. Gamecocks do quickly recover, however. Hatton fighting for it. Gross has it. Got a man to center to. Gross with the attempt. Going far wide right and froze by Ward.
We've seen that a couple of times tonight for Carolina. They're trying to break the puck out, get it out of their defensive zone, and they give it away right in that space, right between the top of the circles and the blue line. So they're essentially giving Vanderbilt a huge opportunity. All the Gamecocks are trying to go one way. Vanderbilt picks the puck off and goes down the other way. They get odd man chances, and luckily Jared Ward able to slam the door there for Carolina.
Offensive faceoff for the Commodores, able to quickly win position. It bounces off. Gamecocks recover. That's 24. Cochran passing it to the opposite side of the ice, behind the red line, through the legs of the ref, trying to get a center shot or pass in off the knee of Ward. Cochran fighting for possession. Cochran got faked out by the defender twice, spun around. That defender is Commodores weaving through defenders. Gamecocks have a 2-on-3 type scenario. Try to get a pass in off the top. He's got a man. He's got it off the knee. Bad shot attempt, or a poor shot attempt. Low percentage shot right there. As the Gamecocks finding possession in the offensive. Covered by Vanderbilt. Cochran with a quick pass to number 9. Under the foot, honestly. Gamecocks, off the wall. Kranis is able to intercept. Kranis, not really sure what he's doing. He kind of just stopped letting the defenders come to him. Somehow still has possession. That goes all the way over to Ward. Behind the goal. That's another stoppage of time.
Well, what we're seeing here is Sean Davis. I think he was trying to get a pass off the pads there of Ari Furman, because Furman's giving up the rebounds, and the Gamecocks are noticing that. They're trying to capitalize on it, and I think one of these times, if they keep shooting that puck off the legs of Ari Furman out back into traffic, they're going to get a chance, they're going to get a stick on it, and we might see this game break wide open.
Kostrevsky up for the offensive face-off. Ref having more words with the players, trying to get the format down. Kostrevsky is not able to gain possession for the Gamecocks. Behind the red line is the Commodores. Commodores flying down the ice, and he's tripped up, not able. That's Jack Smith trying to make something out of nothing. He fell. Nothing from the refs. Kostrevsky's got to move, got an opening. I believe it's going to be icing, however. Fans and players not happy about that.
Surprised it's not a penalty there. Alec Martone tripped one of the Vanderbilt players. I didn't see who it was.
He tripped Jack Smith, who was flying down the ice trying to make something out of nothing. Be a defensive face-off for the Gamecocks. Kostrevsky up for the face-off. Jake, number 14 for the Commodores, wins possession. Gamecocks quickly intercept. Out to Borst. Borst loses possession. recovered by Yang. Boris able to get it back. Boris going down the center ice in the middle, looking for a man. He's got a guy to the left, passes it back to him. That's Marchone. Marchone with the attempt to Kostrevsky, passes it to Hatton. Hatton off the ice, just a bit wide right and too far up. Kostrevsky loses possession as it goes behind the ice, or behind the goal, excuse me. Vanderbilt with a far pass, recovered by Boris. Boris looking for a man. Boris tries to pat to Hatton, but he whiffs the pass. 19 for the Commodores recovered. Good defense from the Gamecocks, so they almost kind of shoot it in themselves. Out to Hatton. Hatton looking for Kostrevsky, not able to get it to him.
Delayed penalty here, yeah. They're going to get, we'll see who it is. I think it might be Cast. Yeah, it might be Castholm. Yep, they're sending Castholm to the box. You saw him. He got the hands up there on Mike Borst as he was coming to the net. We'll wait for the official call from our referee tonight.
1:34 left in the period. That's a 2-minute penalty.
Yep, 2-minute minor to Kevin Castholm for high sticking. That is the official call. I think that's a good call there by the official. Gamecocks will have the remaining minute 34 seconds of the first period on the power play, and they'll have some carryover time. If they don't score here on this power play, they'll have some carryover time into the early stages of the second.
Schneider, and he leads the team with 3 power play goals, so let's see if he can convert again here. Kranis looking for Schneider, not able to convert, or to complete it, excuse me. Intercepted by the Commodores. They've got a man down. He's not able to complete the pass. That's number 34, flying down the ice. Kranis with the poke check, flying up into the air. Recovered by Schneider. Schneider loses possession. Recovered by Sean Davis, excuse me. Davis all the way out to the other side. That's to Schneider. Schneider looking for a man in the middle. He can't find anybody. Passes it back to Kostrevsky. Kostrevsky also looking for someone. He goes behind the red line. Makes a couple defenders misses. Passes behind to Schneider. Schneider looking for someone. Passes it back to Kostrevsky. Kostrevsky all the way to the point. That is to Davis, or excuse me, Kranis. Kranis to Kostrevsky. Too many people in between. Kranis flying down as it goes into the defensive zone for the Gamecocks. Kranis able to recover. Kranis going behind the goal, followed closely by a Vanderbilt, by a Commodore. Kranis has possession still. 33 seconds left in the quarter, or excuse me, period. 57 seconds left in the power play. Commodores have it in their ice. Going over to the Gamecock side of the ice. 47 seconds left in the power play. 20 seconds left in the period. Kranis recovers behind the red line, passes it out to Davis. Davis flying on the ice, looking for a man. Davis going to the left, looking for someone in the middle. Davis looking for a pass, leaves it for Smith. Smith going to it's wide left, slides around the wall. 30 seconds left, 3 seconds left in the period. Sean Davis has it. Sean Davis might just let it go, and he will just let it go. You got to be aware of how much time's left. That 26 seconds will carry over. And real quick, what do you think about this period for the Gamecocks?
Well, you know what? It was not the start they wanted, allowing a goal early on, but they responded in the right way. They come back, get themselves even, eventually take their lead, the Gamecocks. Not something we expected to see early on in this first period. And they got their first power play opportunity in the game, unable to score so far. They'll have 26 seconds remaining to start the second period. And I think if the Gamecocks are able to exploit this power play here, it'll set themselves up for a nice finish to this hockey game.
And we're going to go real quick to our lady in between the benches. We got Claudia Chakamian down there, and she's going to give us her first period kind of synopsis.
They probably do. They're just not thinking about it. Yeah, guys, Vanderbilt got off to that quick start, setting up that early goal for the Commodores, but that did not waste any time for the Gamecocks as Siegfried got that goal to tie things up. It wasn't the greatest hockey play you'll ever see, but as the team was skating back to the bench, Coach Serwat told him, right place, right time, and hey, that's the name of the game sometimes. That's exactly what they did in that moment. Later on, it was Ian Powderly who got the goal, sent it up high, and Gamecocks took the lead for a little bit. Vanderbilt and later on went to tie things up. The Gamecocks need to play better on defense. The offense is doing what they need to do. They're not stopping Vanderbilt when they come close to their zone. So they need to tighten up there. That's probably what Serwat is going to talk to them about in the locker room now. But so far, it's been a good game. It's been an exciting game for sure. And we'll have to see what happens. Gamecocks will enter on that power play because of the high stick Vanderbilt got. So anything can happen really in this second and third period. It's going to be exciting. Like I mentioned, these two teams are young and anything can really happen here. Send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Claudia. And so as she was saying, Serwat is going to talk to his team about, the way they're leaving Ward kind of out in the open when it comes to defense, like you were saying. And I mean, when it came to that second goal, you could see it wasn't entirely Ward's fault. He saved both of the first 2 shots, and the defenders got to give him a chance to at least get some breathing room.
Right. No, that's exactly what as a goaltender, you got to be able to make that first save, and in some instances, you got to be able to make that second save. But I think when they're getting that many second and third opportunities, you need a defenseman to come in and shut that down. Unable to do it there, Vanderbilt capitalizes on the attempt. They tie the game at 2. But I think moving forward, we've seen some promising things for the Gamecocks here, trying to put 2 wins together. Again, like we said, coming off that win in Clemson, 6-4.
And as both teams are in the dressing room, we will be right back. And when we come out of the break, we start a second period. And we're back with a quick start for the second period. Gamecocks are going to try to keep this momentum up as they have 26 seconds left that carried over in this power play. And they're going to look to utilize that as they switch sides on the ice and try to get another leg up, because this has just been back and forth between the two teams here. Kostrevsky wins the opening faceoff. Martone has it on the right side. Martone looking for Schneider. Schneider loses possession. Commodores recover. Quick pass out up in the air. Recovered by Kostrevsky off the wall. Quick miss. Schneider's got it behind the red line. A nice spin move from Jack Smith as the puck flies all the way down the other side of the ice. Refs will let it be as Hatton recovers. Hatton out, so I can't tell what number that is. Hatton passes it all the way up in the air, looking for Schneider, just a bit too far. Behind the red line, Schneider is able to recover. Poke check from Vanderbilt defender. Martone up and off the wall to Schneider. Schneider shooting the wrong way as he tried to hit the back of the net. Recovered by the Gamecocks. Soar looking for something. Soar passes it out the other side. Soar to Martone. Martone with the opportunity and a missed shot opportunity from the Gamecocks as they lose possession. Recovered by the Commodores. Quick interception. That is that is Soar. Soar able to recover. Passes it off the wall over to Hatton. Hatton not able to complete it. Poke check from Hatton out to Soar. Soar off the wall, and Kostrevsky's not able to touch it. Vanderbilt recovers. Vanderbilt defensive in their own zone, off into the offensive. Behind the red line is Hoey. Hoey backwards pass, looking for Soar, not able to get it. He did find him. Into the middle that looks like Powderly. Powderly loses possession. Commodores recover. Behind the red line, that is Hoey. Hoey off the wall, looking for, can't really tell. Ben Smith looking for the play. He's got it to Powderly. Powderly loses possession, recovered by the Commodores. Ben Smith on the attack, behind the red line and across the other side of the ice. That is the Commodores. Commodores getting handsy, pushes and shoves some extracurriculars on the wall, right in front of the ref, but he didn't say anything. Behind the red line, that is the Gamecocks recover. Over a nice center pass, but no one able to complete it. Gamecocks lose possession. Number 17 has it for the Commodores. Pass it to the middle over. Blake Drummond able to cover behind the red line. Drummond out to the right side. Passes it, looking for Powderly. Powderly just barely gets it to Kostrevsky. Kostrevsky behind the back, looking for Bobby Van Duzen. Van Duzen with a big hit behind the red line. Commodores recover. Looking to try to get out of their own side of the ice is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt behind the goal line, off the wall, up and into the air and into the crowd. Or comes back, but that'll be a stoppage of time from the referee.
Evan Hoey there taking a little bit of a run there at Curnow for Vanderbilt. Curnow laid a huge hit on Ian Powderly there at open ice. Powderly a little shaky going back to the bench. He seems to be okay now, but we're going to have to keep an eye on Joe Curnow there. Make sure Gamecocks don't try to take any shots at him. Kostrevsky up for the face-off. Unable to get possession. Gamecocks able to recover, however. Going behind the red line is the Commodores. Commodores looking for something up in the air, into the stick of Borst. Flies off the poke check. Borst able to quickly recover. Fighting for it along the wall. That is Sean Davis. Sean Davis all the way to the other side to Kostrevsky. Kostrevsky gets it behind the red line, looking for someone, tries to get a center pass in. Off the leg. Oh! Standing there waiting for someone to get to it, not able to complete the goal. That is Mike Borst. Borst into the middle. Borst at the top of the point goes to the defensive side, waiting for everyone to get around. Borst able to make a defender miss. Borst trips, but is able to recover. Center pass in the middle. Kranis not able to complete it. Kranis up at the top, passes behind it to Kostrevsky. Kostrevsky looking for a pass in the middle, trying to center it. Looking all the way to the side of the ice. Slap shot across, off the stick of Hatton. He is not able to complete it. Hatton passes it out to Kranis. Kranis at the top of the ice. Kranis passes it out, too much heat on it. Not able to cover, but he are able to cover behind the red line. Gamecocks with a nice spin move, able to get it to the top of the point. Kostrevsky unable to complete that. Cochran has it now. Passes it all the way over to Kostrevsky off the wall. Kostrevsky behind the red line, behind the goal. Looking for something. Passes it off the wall to Kranis. Kranis behind the red line. Looking for something. Kranis has it going down the center ice. Poke check attempt. Able to make a miss. Kranis still able to retain possession. Passes it out. So that is Martone. Martone getting chippy with number 10. That is Jack Smith.
That'll be a stoppage of time from the ref.
Penalty here coming up against Vanderbilt. I believe it'll be against number 10, maybe number 9, heading towards the box.
And that looks like it's Jack Smith, number 10. And as one power play ends for the Gamecocks, another is about to begin with 15:37 left in the second period.
Another high stick penalty. Kevin Castholm headed to the box again for Vanderbilt. That's his second booking of the night, and he'll send Carolina to another power play with 15:30 left here in this second period. And what we're seeing right now is really a juxtaposition of the first period. Carolina, not a lot of zone time, not a lot of offensive zone time in the first period, and now in the second, Vanderbilt can't get out of their own zone. So a great thing to see for Carolina is a nice shot there, goes up into the glass.
Quick attempt off of winning the face-off, and maybe he's playing on that side of the ice, having that as your defense. Puck flies all the way down to the other side, to the Gamecock side, going over to Ward. Ward, he's got a man coming, passes it off the wall. Ward got to get back in the goal, able to get back in the goal. Puck flies around the red line, recovered by, looks like, Hawkinson. Hawkinson passing it out. Flying down the ice is Martone. Martone back to Hawkinson. Hawkinson with the attempt, wide left. Gamecocks do recover, however. That is number 11, it looks like. Puck flying in the air. Martone grabs it. Martone looking for a center. Martone centers it up to the top. Bit too much heat on it as he was trying to get it out to Brian Soar. Brian Soar passes it in the middle, or passes it behind the red line. Back up to the top. That is Soar. Soar passing in the middle, looking for an attempt. Again, that shot was wide left. Recovered by Hatton. Hatton passes it out to Schneider. Schneider looking for an attempt. Schneider going down the middle of the ice, able to make it a defender miss. Big hit from a Vanderbilt defender. Puck still in the middle, off the boot of Hawkinson. A shot blocked as Soar was looking for something, but it went off the body of a Vanderbilt defender. Ward able to recover the puck. Gamecocks have it. Centering pass off the stick of Jack Smith. Behind the red line, the puck fighting for it is the Gamecocks. Able to get it up in the air. They have behind the red line in the right corner. 3 guys fighting for it. That looks like Kranis looking to make something out of nothing. Kranis to Smith. Smith over to, that's Smith. Smith back. Kostrepsky's got an opening. They're looking for him. All the way over to the other side. Got a shot opportunity. Goes off of the body of number 9. That's Jeremy Gross. Up. Kostrepsky has it at the top of the point. Passes it over to Smith. Smith passes back to Kostrepsky. Kostrepsky makes the defender miss. Kostrepsky's weaving in, trying to find something, looking for a backdoor shot, maybe loses possession, able to recover it, and that is Furman freezing the puck. Whew, that was a lot to say in the span of about 2 minutes.
You needed a breather right there.
Good Lord.
Ari Furman able to cover the puck right as the power play expires for Carolina. Again, unable to capitalize, but that power play looked a lot more structured, looked a lot more organized for Carolina, and they're really improving on their game as it goes along. Again, great zone time. They were really able to keep the puck in there, and unfortunately not able to cash in on some of their better chances.
Smith able to win possession off the face-off. Behind the net, he's got an opportunity, looking for a backdoor shot, trying to squeak one in, but he's not able to. That is Alex Siegfried has the shot. Smith finds himself on the ground, able to get back up. Siegfried has the puck behind the red line. Over to the right, trying to get one in the middle. Trying to get one in the crease, not able to. Siegfried gets bodied by Jack Smith as Ben Smith is able to recover behind the red line, looking for a pass in the crease. Whiffs on that pass, not able to recover. Vanderbilt had a possible 2-for-1. But the Gamecock defense, messed that up. But Siegfried now has it. Siegfried loses possession behind the red line. Vanderbilt, he just takes a shot right at the crowd.
Everybody's okay, though.
No one seemed to get hurt, but that'll be a stoppage of time as that puck flies out of play.
Wow, that was a dangerous play. And young man in a Vancouver Canucks jersey, very fortunate to not be in the hospital right now. He looks like he's okay. He's smiling. He's having a good time. That was a close call there.
That was. I mean, you're just going to have a fun time, and then you get hit in the mouth. That would not be a good way to end the night. Hawkinson able to win possession up at the top of the point. Not conquering. Soar has a shot opportunity. Passes it around. Soar over back. Too much heat on that, but he's able to recover. Trying to get one in the crease, not able to. That is Hawkinson losing possession. Gamecocks quickly able to regain possession. Martone behind the red line, trying to find a pass in the middle. Martone looking for the shot. Goes right off the knee of Furman. Furman able to, that one was off the foot of Furman as it flies right in the middle. Gamecocks have one touch from Hatton, not able to complete it. At the top, trying to shoot one in. Martone not able to recover. Martone is able to get it, but a big hit from Jack Smith. Gamecocks keep it, trying to find a shot backdoor. He's got an opportunity, trying to feed one in the crease. Too many bodies in between. Some extracurriculars after the whistle right there.
That puck slid right underneath the pad of Ari Furman, and he's lucky he got such a quick whistle. The puck was covered, but really good chances here for the Gamecocks. They're getting those passes right through the crease, and seriously, the puck is just inches away from hitting a Gamecock stick and going in. You got to think, if they're able to keep up this level of intensity, they're going to pay off and cash in.
Our man between the benches, Brandon Alsher, just told us that the shots are 5-0 in favor of USC for this period.
Great way to start the period.
And the Gamecocks are also 0-2 in power plays as this game has gone by, so hopefully they can remedy that as they try to retake the lead.
I think another important thing to realize here is the Gamecocks, I don't want to jinx anything, but they haven't taken any penalties yet so far in this hockey game. They've really done a great job of keeping their heads. And goaltender Ari Furman getting a couple boos here from the crowd. It took a long time to put his mask down. Our official will have to wait to drop the puck here. I look like they're going to go now.
Kostrepski up for the offensive faceoff, passes it immediately behind him, trying to get something going. Off to the left, off the foot of Furman. Gamecocks aren't able to recover. Kranis able to get it back. Off of the boot of a couple players. Kranis has it behind the blue line. Gamecocks pass it out to, looks like that's Sean Davis. Sean Davis not able to retain possession, passes it off the wall. Kranis with the body. Davis able to get it, looking for a pass in the middle. Davis loses possession. Kranis is fighting for it, not able to get it. Number 93 is fighting down the ice for the Commodores. Passes it back to number 19. 19's got an opportunity off the stick, it looked like, and wide left as Dave Conklin was able to avert the route of that shot.
It was a great block shot there by Dave Cochran.
Missed opportunity. Nope. Recovered by Sean Davis. Sean Davis with a fake pass behind the back. The shot in the middle. Unable to get it. Wide left is number 9. Bobby Van Dusen had a huge opportunity to miss. And now we got a wide open. Ward comes up. Ward hits it off the wall. Trying to complete the pass. Not able to. A lot of stuff just happened. But Vanderbilt now has it behind their own blue line. Pass it all the way to the other side of the ice. And Sean Davis kind of just got bodied right there. And another lot of hits flying around. It's almost pandemonium here on the ice right now.
Great play there by Jared Ward coming out to play that puck.
Gamecocks looking for something, try to keep it going. Jeffrey Kostrepski has it in the defensive zone. Kostrepski passes it up. Poke check from Vanderbilt defender. Gamecocks do recover. Mike Force quickly passes it away. Poke check. Gamecocks recover. Flying down center ice. He's got 2 men to the right. Force passes it up off the puck, or off the stick, Puck flying in the air. Kranis able to recover it in the defensive zone. Hits it off the wall, looking for Kostrepski. Kostrepski not able to get it. We got Boris has it, 2-on-1, looking for Schneider. Completely whiffs the pass, and Boris wastes that opportunity. As he misses that pass behind the red line, Ian Schneider able to recover, however, but there's too many Commodore defenders now. That one goes right off the foot of Furman. As Hawkinson is looking for something, Schneider has an opportunity. Schneider looking for a pass up to the point. That looked like Drummond. Drummond back to Schneider. Puck flies in the air to the left corner. Recovered by the Gamecocks. Gamecock is bodied by Yang. Hawkinson recovers, looking for Schneider. Schneider had an attempt, not able to get a swing, and there's able to freeze. There's some extracurriculars going on. That is Hawkinson. It looks like number 9, Jeremy Gross. A lot of action in that past 5 minutes.
Absolutely unbelievable 2 minutes there. And it all started with the missed opportunity there from Bobby Van Dusen. He had a wide open net shot at wide, and then everything just broke loose. There were hits, and Mike Borst actually got away with a pretty unclean hit there at open ice. One of the Vanderbilt defenders was nowhere near the puck, and a shot off the goalpost there.
But looking for the back door. Another off the post. Looking for it again. That's Ben Smith looking for something, trying to get anything. So many bodies in between the puck and the net right now. Smith looking for it, seems to have it. A couple bodies hit the floor. No one's got the puck yet. Going behind the red line. Recovered by, that looks like Hoey. Puck flies in the air. Not able to recover is the Gamecocks. Drummond's flying all the way back. And it looks like they'll be icing for Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt trying to do that stretch pass that Carolina was trying to force in the first period. We're seeing these two teams just kind of flipping roles. Vanderbilt seems to be forcing things that aren't there. Carolina's just letting the play kind of flow to them, and they're really getting the better of the opportunities. You got to think somebody's going to break through soon enough. And if they don't, somebody's going to take a penalty very soon. This game is heating up, both in physicality and emotions are rising right now. We're going to see someone take a penalty soon.
You can see Kostrepski kind of just pushed the guy away as he was going off the face-off. Kostrepsky able to get possession, pass it behind him, off the wall. Again to Kostrepsky, not able to complete the pass. Schneider has it behind the goal, looking for a pass in the crease. Martone able to recover, looking for a backdoor shot. Martone still has possession, passes to the top of the point, slap shot, off of the stick it looked like, of number 5. Martone still has possession, looking for, or excuse me, not Martone. That's Schneider, it looks like. Schneider to Martone. Martone fighting with the defender for possession. Martone on the ground, looking for it, trying to get a shot or a pass off. Kostrepsky has it. Kostrepsky able to make a defender miss. Poke check from Vanderbilt. Kostrepsky still has it. Kostrepsky passes it to the middle. Not enough heat on that pass. Almost swallowed up. Still, Vanderbilt just trying to get it out of their zone. As Kostrepsky recovers, takes it behind the other side of the red line. Kostrepsky passes it to number 11. Martone has an opening. Martone with the shot, wide left.
You might have gotten a piece of that, Ari Furman, with the blocker.
Brian Soar able to get something going. Jeffrey Kostrepsky kind of skating in circles right now. Kostrepsky loses possession of the puck. Vanderbilt able to recover. Again, USC recovers. Passes it into the middle, number 11. Not able to get it. Ben Smith looking for something, no one there. Number 18, that is Ian Powderly, looking for anything behind the red line. Ben Smith comes to help out as number 11 is looking for the pass. Siegfried's looking for something. Gamecocks have it at the top of the point, all the way back behind the red line. That is Ben Smith with a behind the back pass, looking for Siegfried, not able to complete. Looking for it on the other side. Soar was wide open, wanting to pass. Puck flying off the wall, off the glass, excuse me. Soar has it, shot is wide right and too high above the goalpost. Puck flies behind the red line. Vanderbilt's just trying to get it out of their zone. Gamecocks have been relentless in the offense. Puck flying around. 93's got a chance for it as it goes to the right corner behind the red line. Looking for a pass, trying to get a backdoor shot in, or a backdoor pass in, excuse me, as he's trying to get another shot in. Gamecock defense quick to swarm. Gamecocks still have possession, passes it out to Powderly. Powderly's got Smith. Smith's got it one-on-one. Smith tripped up by the defender. That was a nice play from number 2. That is Yang, who was able to get a poke check from behind.
Absolutely fantastic defensive play there from Min-Kyu Yang, denying Ben Smith a genuine scoring chance there. It seemed that Smith had the breakaway, but Yang able to get a stick in there, maybe an elbow, able to disrupt the play just enough that Smith loses his handle on the puck, and both men end up crashing into the net. We got a stoppage of play here with 6:43 left in the second period.
And just keep in mind, Vandy has still not even gotten a shot off this period.
That's unbelievable. This period's 6 minutes, well, a little more than 6 minutes from being over. The face-off's going to come outside the zone, as that means Min-Kyu Yang was the one that knocked the net off its moorings. So, or excuse me, that means Smith was the one that knocked his net off the moorings. Face-off comes outside for Carolina.
As long as it's not in center ice again and we know it's actually happening.
Yeah, that was weird. I still don't know what that was, but it's fine. It's in the past.
I'm trying to tell what number is that? Is that 3? Hawkinson up for the face-off. Hawkinson wins it for the Gamecocks. Passing it off the ice behind the red line. Number 9 goes to recover. That is Bobby Van Duzen. Van Duzen passes it out to the top of the blue line. Cochran looking to recover. Kranis trying to get possession for the Gamecocks. Kranis able to recover. Kranis loses the puck, goes behind the red line, recovered by Van Duzen. Van Duzen gets bodied on the glass, but the Gamecocks still have possession. Puck rolling down the ice. If he can get there, Hawkinson looking for it, not able to. Puck flies in the air off the wall, recovered by Kranis. Kranis keeps possession, passes it off the wall, and Smith has Sean Davis had an opportunity, but Furman was quick to recover that puck.
Great job there by Evan Hoey to keep that puck in.
Puck's flying behind puck behind the red line.
I got a delayed penalty here against Carolina.
Puck's in the air, going over towards Ward, and I think Ward's gonna. Oh no, he's not gonna freeze it, but
It's gonna be Sean Davis. Trip behind the play on Matthews. Davis heads to the box. Carolina's gonna have to kill off their first penalty of the night. And in the later stages of the second period, that's where you start to see those goals go in. Everybody's tired. Everybody needs a rest. Big opportunity here for Vanderbilt to retake that lead.
Vanderbilt's still looking for their first shot of the period, and power play is a great time to do so.
You got to think they're going to get at least 1 or 2 here. Shots, that is, not goals. You can't get more than 1 goal on a minor penalty. Just to clarify.
I'm sorry. Was getting information from our man on the sideline, Brandon Alter. as Vanderbilt wins the offensive faceoff. Number 5 for Vanderbilt passes it up to the top of the ice. That's number 19, the top of the blue line, Back to number 5. Gamecocks quick to recover. Back, hit it off the wall, flies all the way down to Vanderbilt's side of the ice as Furman scoops it up.
Great work by Carolina. They waste no time getting that puck out of their zone on the penalty kill.
5.5 minutes left in the period. 1:30 left in the power play. Vanderbilt flying down now into the offensive side of the ice, going behind the net or behind the goal, looking for a pass at the top of the point. Number 19 has it. Quick slap shot off the foot. It looked like of either the defender or off of Ward.
Oh, here's a shorthanded chance for Powderly.
He's got a one-on-one. That's not Powderly, and he's not able to complete it. That was basically a penalty shot that he couldn't get going. That was Jack Watson, who was trying to make something out of nothing and confuse the goalie, but not able to complete it.
Great save there by Ari Furman. Was it Watson or was it Powderly?
I thought it was
18.
number 12.
Yeah, no, 18. That's Ian Powderly. Oh, sorry. Well, Powderly, he recognized that's a great save there by Ari Furman. I don't know if anybody knows. As he skated back towards the bench, Powderly gave him a little congratulatory tap on the pads there, saying, hey, good job, man. That was a good save.
Martone wins the faceoff for the Gamecocks. Quick shot off the stomach of Furman. Vanderbilt recovers. Vanderbilt going down the ice. Passes it to no one, but is recovered by number 93 for Vanderbilt. Number 19 for the Commodores has it, trying to get a pass out. That's to number 5. That's to Daniel Hoyer. All the way up behind the net, behind the red line. Hatton recovers for the Gamecocks. Passes it out to the other side, recovered by number 19. That's Kevin Castholm. He passes it out to Hoyer. Puck flying off the wall, going over to Furman. 30 seconds left in the power play for the for the Commodores. As Gamecocks are recovering, pass it back behind, recovered by the Gamecocks. They're going to try to kill this power play. Puck up in the air, going up to the other side of the ice as it goes around towards Furman. 16 seconds left. They're going to try to kill this power play. Big hit from Martone. He's able to disrupt the defender. That's number 9. He's able to disrupt Gross. Vanderbilt has an opportunity going to the offensive side. Passes back to number 34. 34 looking for something. Passes to 9 off the leg of Martone. Martone looking for the pass. And it is froze by Ward. And that kills the power play for the Commodores.
I got to say, everybody looks absolutely exhausted right now. It looks like they're skating in jello. Everybody's tired. I think it's a good thing there for Carolina that they were able to get a rest.
And with 3:45 left in the second period, it is. I think I would assume they were able to get some shots off there.
Yeah, not exactly the power play that the Commodores were looking for, but some good opportunities here and there.
Defensive faceoff for the Gamecocks. Crane is able to get recovered. Schneider looking for a pass. Stretch pass all the way over. Looking for Sean Davis. Sean Davis immediately coming out of the box and onto the ice. Gamecocks lose possession. Quickly recovered by the Gamecocks. Looking for a shot or a pass in the crease. Up in the air is the puck. Goes out of play. That's enough to stop the time.
It goes off a Vanderbilt stick. The faceoff should, referee's indicating it'll come to the left side of Ari Furman. Another chance there for Carolina. One of the Carolina players had a pretty blatant slash. I didn't see exactly who it was. The Vanderbilt player turns to the ref like, hey, come on. I believe it was 15 Armstrong. Carolina escaping conviction here on this penalty.
Kostrevsky wins the faceoff for the Gamecocks. Quick slap shot. Too many bodies in between. Puck is loose, however, behind the net. Recovered by the Commodores off the glass. And he's got an opportunity. That's number 11. But it's quickly scooped up by Cochran. Cochran passes it off the wall and into the stick of a Commodore. Commodores have it on the right side of the wall. Recovered by Borst. Borst to number 2. That's Yang, who passes right back to the Gamecocks. And he actually gets a pass. Borst is looking for something, not able to get it too many. It was an offensive 2-on-1, I guess you could say. Gamecocks still in possession, however. Kostrevsky has it near the red line, passes it out to the point. That's Cochran with a slap shot. Too many bodies in between, off the pad of Furman. Kostrevsky has it again. Kostrevsky looking for a pass and a shot opportunity right into the chest of Furman. He's going to stop it.
Well, I think Jeffrey Kostrevsky there, he had a little more time than he thought he did, maybe letting off an ill-advised shot that hits Ari Furman right in the logo, but he has been an absolute force all game, Jeffrey Kostrevsky. Unable to get on the board so far tonight, but just his puck control and even his play away from the puck, his positioning, both offensively and defensively, has opened up tons of chances for Carolina.
Hawkinson wins the faceoff for the Gamecocks. Hawkinson to Van Duzen. Van Duzen back to Hawkinson. Hawkinson to Martone. Martone looking for the backdoor shot. Not able to complete. Slap shot for number 23. Not able to get it off. And looks like Soar is going to have to fight to get this puck. He flies down behind the red line, passes it off the wall. Covered by Hatton. Hatton gives the puck possession away. Recovered by Soar. Soar fighting with number 14, passes back out of Hatton. Hatton wasn't prepared for it. Flies behind the red line off the wall. Hatton able to get it, tries to pass it to Martone. Lost possession of the puck. Martone finally able to recover. Nice puck control from Martone. Not enough, however, as Ward freezes the puck.
A lot of players hunched over here for Vanderbilt. Like I said earlier, I think early in the game, they were trying to go with that short shifts because Vanderbilt has such a limited bench right now. But the Carolina has done such a good job of keeping play going that they're not able to get line changes. And when you have the manpower advantage that Carolina does, not allowing the other team to get line changes works so much in your favor. They get so tired out there really quickly.
Defensive faceoff for the Gamecocks. A quick shot off the faceoff, but it goes wide right. Gamecocks will have it, passes it off the wall. Vanderbilt recovers. Looking for a shot, a pass. Swallowed up by the Gamecock defense. Out to Van Duzen. Van Duzen to Drummond. Drummond loses possession, puck flies in the air. Hawkinson had an attempt, not able to get it on right away. Does recover, however, bounces it off the back of the net. Quick pass to Van Duzen, but Van Duzen is not able to complete that shot opportunity. 2-on-1 situation, it seems. Looking for a pass in the crease, not able to off of the glove, it looked like. And off the glove again, he's not able to freeze it. Bit of an ill-advised opportunity, or an ill-advised idea. Gamecocks, or Ward, just doing everything, going on both sides of the net, and is eventually able to freeze the puck.
Wow, 4 huge saves there by Jared Ward. 3 of them coming back to back to back. And then it seemed like the Commodores were going to have a wide open net. Jared Ward getting a great pushover, getting that down in his butterfly and able to just absorb that puck and get the whistle.
Definitely a monster in the net, as that was there were a lot of chances right there for Vanderbilt to take the lead. And with a minute left in the period, let's see if the Gamecocks can take advantage of the stamina of Vanderbilt. Defensive faceoff for the Gamecocks. Gamecocks able to win it. Hatton has it, passes it out to Smith. Smith looking for the shot, or for the pass, no one there. Smith has it to Kranis. Kranis is looking for number 18, that's Powderly. Powderly with the pass. Kranis had the shot off the knee pad of Furman. Smith able to retain possession for the Gamecocks, quickly lost. Powderly able to recover. Powderly passes it, looking for Kranis, who wasn't able to complete the pass. Passing it out to, I believe that is
Ryan Soar.
Soar, shot goes wide right. Kranis looking to recover. Hatton has it, passing it to Kranis. Kranis not able to complete the pass, going behind the red line. Smith flies in, cast home for Commodores, recovers, passes it all the way to the other side of the ice to number 34. Quick shot, wide right. Recovered by the Gamecocks, it seems, on the wall. Both fighting for it, going back and forth, able to hit it to the other side of the ice is the Gamecocks. 3 seconds left in the period. Looking for something, anything. Shot goes wide left. 19 has the opportunity, not able to get it off. And that is the end of the period. A crazy and action-filled period, but yet no score change.
Completely different period than we saw in the first. Carolina came out with fight and fire in their eyes. Unable to get on the board, though. And as they get off the ice, I think they're going to go back to the locker room with a real sense of accomplishment in the way they've played. And again, what a game Jeffrey Kostrepski is having. He's just controlled the puck all night. And I think it's just a matter of time before somebody's able to break the tie here in Irmo.
And we have Claudia Chikamian interviewing Coach Serwa, as we're going to ask him what their plans are for the rest of the period. So we're going to send it to Claudia Chikamian real quick and see what she says.
A lot of shots on, just couldn't finish.
Okay,
I'm pretty happy with what we got so far. First period, not at all. Second, I'm very happy with what we got.
So just need to finish into the third period?
Just finished. That's all it is.
Thank you.
What about chances?
Okay. Okay, guys, so just talk to Coach Serwa. Like you saw during the game, the Gamecocks could not convert on the 2 power play opportunities that they had. Coach Serwa said that the biggest problem is they just cannot finish. He wasn't that pleased with how they performed in the first period. He's much happier with how they performed in the second period, even though there's no change in the score right now. It's still tied at 2. But he said they had the chances. They're putting the pressure on the Commodores, which is the biggest factor right now. He's much more pleased with what he's seeing out of this Gamecock team during the second period. He's going to go back there and tell them they just need to finish what they're starting, finish on those power play opportunities if they get them, and any
And we're going to go to break real quick, and when we come back, as the teams come out of the dressing room and back on the ice, we're going to get ready for what should be a very entertaining third period, as both of these teams are going to try to regain the lead. We'll be right back. I know.
Oh. Speaking of batteries, though,
Period won't take that long. Period won't take that long.
yeah, period. This period.
And we have 3 extra batteries for cameras that we're not using.
Those don't fit. Don't fit. They're slightly bigger. So you got 25 minutes total. At least you know what
Jam it in. All right, so hey, we'll get her to come talk, because we're going to do one here. We'll get her to come talk too, and then we'll just have her finish for the night. She can go down there, but we won't need, we can't.
Yeah, if we need to go to an all audio call, we will.
All right, and we're here for the break. We're going to analyze, how the Gamecocks played the past few periods and what they need to do to take the lead here in the third period. What do you think are the big keys for the Gamecocks?
I think they just need to keep playing the way they've been playing. They've had excellent tempo. They've had excellent control and flow to their game. They really just need to keep the pressure on, keep Vanderbilt back on their heels for this third period.
And on the other side, Vanderbilt, they've had some missed opportunities. They've had some, back and forth. What do you think is the key to their game to try to take the lead for them?
Well, I think they've let Carolina in behind them way too often. Carolina able to chip the puck in, get behind the Vanderbilt defenders, and really work from behind the net, get those passes out in the front. If Vanderbilt can eliminate those passes out from behind the net up to the top of the circles, it's going to really limit the Gamecock offense and their ability to score.
And we had Claudia Chikamian talk with Coach Sirwall, and he was telling us how when the teams went into the dressing rooms that they were going to talk about, how they had to take the lead and had to finish these shots as the game finished. And we're gonna go to break real quick, and when we come back, it'll be the start of the third period. So that's a lie, because it's already the start of We apologize for having some technical difficulties right now. We're going to get that fixed as fast as possible. It's 18 minutes and 41 seconds left in the third period. Gamecocks have it in the offensive zone, looking for a strike as they try to take the lead, as we talked about earlier. Gamecocks trying to fight for possession behind the red line. Sean Davis able to get it to Martone. Martone loses possession. Commodores recover. Puck up in the air, swallowed up by Hoey. Hoey has it in the in center ice. Commodores recover, going behind the red line. Sean Davis will make an attempt for it. Sean Davis able to get it by the wall. Swarmed up, followed quickly by Commodore defenders as the puck flies back to Soar. Soar passes it behind to Sean, looking for Sean Davis, not able to complete the pass. Vanderbilt has it, passes it off the wall. Soar trying to get it. Soar able to keep intercepting it, passes it behind Kostrevsky. Kostrevsky passing one of the crease right into the glove of Furman. I thought he was going to go for a pass there and ended up going for the shot.
That was a real nice shot there by Jeffrey Kostrevsky. Goes high up, and a bit of an awkward save there by Ari Furman. He had to kind of freeze it on his blocker and his shoulder, but it was a real good save and a great job swallowing up that puck, not allowing a rebound and a secondary opportunity for the Gamecocks.
Kostrevsky up for the offensive face-off, not able to win it. Puck flies up in the air. Gamecocks are able to regain possession, however. Puck flying behind the red line. Borst has it behind the goal. Borst looking for a pass, passes it behind him to Sean Davis. Davis looking for a pass in the crease, not able to complete it. Missed opportunity there, but Jeffrey Kostrevsky able to recover, quickly lose possession. Nice poke check from Hatton to slow down that offensive attack from Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has it going down, looking for a pass in the crease, passes it behind him. Shot, pass in the middle off the knee pad of Ward. Vanderbilt still has possession. Looking for a backdoor a shot, almost gets it through. I think he blocked that with his elbow.
Big save by Jared Ward.
Sean Davis passes it out, tries to get it out of the zone. Yang has it for the Commodores, and it looks like it will be an icing.
Bit of a strange play there. Kevin Castholm was able to just walk right out in front of the net and get a pretty decent shot off, forcing Jared Ward to make a good save. None of the Gamecock players really seem to want to cover him, and really I think they can consider themselves lucky to not have gotten scored on in that instance. Again, just another instance of Jared Ward holding the score at 2 here.
Gotta wait a minute as the water bottle fell off the net. Jeffrey Kostrevsky up for the defensive face-off for the Gamecocks. And quick whistle from the ref.
Yeah, they're going to wash out that face-off. Kostrevsky's going to get kicked out. He just kind of walked up and pushed the skates of Brian Armstrong as he went for the face-off. Yeah, you can't do that.
Sean Davis will, nope. Kostrevsky will come back up.
Kostrevsky tries to come back in and take the face-off again. Ref says, no way, get out. Sean Davis will take it.
Can't blame a guy for trying. As Hatton has it behind the red line. Hatton passes it off the wall to Borst. Borst looking for Kostrevsky. Boris passes it behind Kostrepsky, but he's able to recover. Kostrepsky got it behind the red line, pushing off, trying to keep possession for the Gamecocks. Goes behind his legs. I don't think he knows where the puck actually is. Borst trying to fight for possession in the right corner. Kostrepsky comes in to help, followed by Bobby Van Dusen. Gamecocks still fighting for it. It's been a couple seconds, and there's a couple extracurriculars going on as they're fighting for it, but the ref's going to let it play out. Gamecocks finally regain possession behind the red line, looking for a pass to the point. Not able to get it. Ben Smith able to complete a pass, get it to the Cochran. Cochran with a quick shot, not able to get it through, too many bodies in between. Pass into the crease, broken up by the Commodore defender. Another pass near the crease, wide left if it was a shot. Mike Boris able to get it, tries to pass into the crease. Got it behind the red line, pass up the point to Cochran. Cochran with the attempt, off the knee again. 2 quick saves from Furman as the Commodores now have possession of the puck. Quick poke check, Cochran looking to stop. Jack Smith megs Cochran, and they still have possession. Puck flies behind the red line. Gamecocks able to stop that offensive attack from the Commodores, who do regain possession. Puck flies behind the net, off the wall, almost back into the crease. Ben Smith has it for the Gamecocks, looking to complete a pass, not able to finish it. Commodores still have the puck, passes it off the wall, behind the red line. That is Matthews. Matthews looking for a player. Kranis coming in to stop the play. Cochran with a big hit, puck flies in the air. Powderly to Cochran. Cochran to Schneider, Schneider has possession. Quick poke check from Cochran. Cochran behind the red line. Looking to get it out of the zone is the Gamecocks. Hawkinson spinning around, able to get the puck out of the zone. Schneider looking to get possession back for the Gamecocks. Behind the red line, Vanderbilt has possession. Going into center ice, that is Jeremy Gross. Gross puck flies in the air. Over to Ward. Ward leaves it off for Martone. Martone hits it behind the line. Trying to get out of the zone. Martone now has it. Martone makes a defender miss. Martone makes another defender miss. Not able to keep possession, however. Puck flies back. You got a wide open man in Gross, but puck flies too fast as Ward is able to recover. Ooh. Ward not able to get a good shot off, given a great opportunity, and they weren't able to recover, or weren't able to take a chance of that opportunity, and fans are not happy, as Surwa was not either. That could have been a huge momentum change, as almost giving up an easy goal right there, trying to clear the puck, not able to. Gamecocks now have it in center ice, fighting for possession. 14 minutes left in the third period. Gamecock quick pass out to Schneider. Schneider's got a shot opportunity going off, and it is quickly saved in the gloves of Furman.
Yeah, a long wrist shot there by Ian Schneider. Nobody in front. It's a pretty routine save for Ari Furman. But back down to the other end, we saw Jarrett Ward come out and play that puck. I don't think he got all that pass. He kind of flubbed it a little bit in a turnover to Blake Beber, and he really got lucky there. Beber could have easily scored there.
Kostrepsky wins the faceoff of the Gamecocks, but they lose possession just as quickly. That's Drummond who has it now. Vanderbilt recovers, passes it out to the right side. Looking for another person to pass to. Going behind the red line, behind the net. Gamecocks not able to get it. Number 34 for the Commodores, looking for the pass to the top of the point. Number 5 has it. Shot, wide left. Recovered by the Gamecocks. Puck up into the air, into the glove of Sean Davis. Davis looking to make a defender miss. Kostrepsky gets it. Trying to get some in. Maybe looking for a backdoor shot or a pass at the top of the point. Borst was looking for it, but it was a bit too late. Puck flies behind the red line. Sean Davis recovers. Sean Davis looking for a pass, but unable to retain possession. That is now Blake Drummond with possession. Going across the blue line. Puck flies behind the red line. Covered by the Commodores, off the wall. Intercepted by Van Dusen. Van Dusen passes it out to Kostrepsky. Kostrepsky in center ice, makes a defender miss. Makes another defender miss with a behind-the-back pass. Looking for a backdoor shot. Nothing yet. Trying to keep possession is Powderly. Powderly looking for it with this opportunity, with a nice pass to Kostrepsky, but Kostrepsky not able to complete.
That's the best chance the Gamecocks have seen in a while. Great puck control by Ian Powderly in the corner. He stretches out his stick to keep the puck away from the defender. And I don't think Kostrepsky got all that shot that he wanted. It was right down low into the pads of Ari Furman and covered up for yet another faceoff in the offensive zone for Carolina. 12:44 remaining in the second period. And things heating up again here in Irmo.
Ben Smith up for the face-off. Won by the Commodores. Have behind the red line. Quickly intercepted. It's a poke check from Hatton. Hatton hits it behind the red line, recovered by the Commodores. Number 2, that's Yang. Yang, puck is stolen by Van Dusen. Van Dusen tries to get a pass out. Able to retain possession is Powderly. Powderly passes it back, who almost squeaks a shot in, and stoppage of time here.
And nets off. A shot there, but it might have been by Van Dusen, going off the outside of the goal. Looked like it was in the back of the net for a second, and the chaos that ensued later on knocks the net off. Ari Furman takes his helmet off, takes a drink. He is in no hurry to start this game up again.
And Brandon Tedder on the sideline informs us again that as this period has gone on, the shots are again 5-0 in favor of USC.
Another great start to this period here for Carolina. It's only a matter of time before something happens in their favor.
Ben Smith with the face-off. Ben Smith able to win, but no one there to receive the pass. Commodores recover behind the red line. Going behind the wall. Huge, absolute monster hit from Van Dusen, who throws number 9, Jeremy Gross, into the glass.
Gross a little shaken up on that play. I don't think he knows where he is right now.
Ben Smith has it. Passes it out to Soar. Soar was shaken up earlier, and he did a bit of a test gate. Seems fine, as he has the puck behind the red line, trying to complete a pass. Soar able to retain possession, passes it out to Hatton. Hatton looking for a pass in the middle, has a man, pass is deflected. Poke check from Smith. Flying down is Yang. Yang, and that's another stoppage of time.
High stick. Face-off will come, as the referee indicates, to the right of Jarrett Ward, a defensive zone face-off for Carolina. But how about that hit by Bobby Van Dusen on Gross? Gross, seriously, looking a little shaken up. He didn't really know. He was looking around. He looked a little scared after that hit. He goes back to the bench, and
those hits will stick with you.
Yeah, not out on the ice right now. Gross, he's on the bench. He looks okay.
Defensive face-off for the Gamecocks. One, Conker passes out to the other side of the ice to Schneider. Schneider behind the back, looking for another pass. Commodores have a chance. Commodores the opportunity. That's number 93, and a nice save off the glove and deflection away, and another big save, and it's wide open. The puck was left loose, but the Commodores were not able to recover. Ward's stick is gone. Not Ward's stick, and Ward is able to make, that was 4 incredible saves in a row.
An unbelievable
You're going to have to
save by
explain what just
Jared Ward.
happened, because that was too much for me to say.
3-4 big, huge opportunities, a yawning net for the Commodores, and there might have been a Gamecock player, I couldn't tell. It might have been Dave Cochran getting his body in the way there. So much commotion in front of the net, and through it all, Jared Ward, he's thrashing around. He ended up losing his stick, and he made a couple of big saves there. He made the first one. I couldn't really tell what happened in between. He made the last one too. Unbelievable, great play by Jared Ward.
And then the puck was left alone with a wide open shot, and he just whiffed the shot. And our score is still tied at 2. Defensive faceoff for the Gamecocks. 1, taking it down, trying to get it out of the other side of the ice. That is Drummond. Drummond to Borst. Borst with the shot off the knee pad of Furman. Borst able to retain possession, passes it out. I believe that's number 5. Passing it off the wall in the middle. Pass quickly intercepted. That was Sean Davis trying to get the pass off. Commodores have it. Going to the ice. Commodore makes a defender miss. Sean Davis has the puck in center ice, looking for Borst. He's got Gostrzewski on the far side. Makes the defender miss. Behind the red line, passes it back to Borst. Borst not able to receive the pass. Commodores have it. That's number 9, Gross, flying down the ice. He seems to know where he is right now. Gamecocks still have a chance. Another opportunity off the net. Off the foot, off the goalpost. Another big opportunity missed.
A chance for Castholm, and then it was Zach Polikoff following up on the rebound. He sent it right past the leg of Jarrett Ward off the goalpost, and we're still tied here at 2.
I think it might have touched his skate, honestly.
He might have got a piece of it, but it definitely hit the goalpost and stayed out.
Most definitely. Gamecocks trying to get out of the zone. Gostrzewski engaging in some extracurriculars as he's trying to get the puck out of their zone. Schneider has possession behind the red line. Passes it out. 10 minutes left in this period. Pass it over to the center ice. Intercepted by the Commodores. Off the stick. Quickly scooped up by number 17. Not able to do anything with it, however. Gamecocks have possession behind the red line. Passes it out to Hawkinson. Hawkinson off the glass and out of play. And I have absolutely no idea what's happened in the past 12 minutes.
Has completely turned the tides on the Gamecocks. they've all of a sudden got this burst of life. They're moving pucks around. They're getting great passes. And really, Carolina doesn't look like they know what hit them right now.
Yeah, but you can see it in some of the players that they're not going to be able to last that long. Gross and Yang seem physically exhausted, and I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to keep these offensive spurts up.
They are key pieces of this Commodore offense, too.
Martone with the puck. Puck flies high in the air. Martone on the back of Yang. Gamecocks have possession, trying to find a pass in the middle, off the skate, recovered by Martone. Martone trying to get a pass up to the top of the point. Martone bodied from behind on the glass, still has possession, tried to pass in the middle, no one was there, and quickly froze by Furman.
Wow, the puck went off the skate of Yang, and Corey Hawkinson with a great opportunity. He just poked it a little bit, almost between the legs of Ari Furman, and another save by the large netminder. Ari Furman coming in at 6'3". It makes it a lot easier to stop pucks when you got that much of a frame to fill the net.
Hawkinson up for the defensive faceoff for the offensive faceoff for the Gamecocks. Hawkinson not able to win it. Gamecocks do, however, retain possession. Behind the red line is Martone. Martone looking for a backdoor pass, not able to complete it. 34 for the Commodores has looking for the stretch pass, not able to complete that, and what I believe will be an icing for Vanderbilt.
9 minutes left in this third period, and I got to say, I think the best action is still yet to come. Neither one of these teams willing to give up or willing to give an inch to the other. And,
fans are waiting for it. They're yearning for some action right now.
It's going to be a crazy ride to the finish.
Hawkinson wins the faceoff of the Gamecocks, quickly scooped up by the Commodores. That's number 9. It looks like Gross. 34 has it for Vanderbilt. That is Zach Polikoff. Polikoff loses possession, passes it out to Soar. Soar all the way to the other side of the ice behind the red line. Number 10, Smith, is looking for it.
Great job by Alec Martone to get a stick in there and negate the icing. Oh, and a huge hit. Open ice.
Shot opportunity, pass
Jimmy.
opportunity. Now negated, but that was a huge hit. And
Jimmy Hatton with a huge hit.
Soar passes it out behind the red line to the other side of the ice, over to Siegfried. Siegfried passes it back, almost intercepted, but Powderly able to stop to change its course. 16 has it for the Commodores, passes it all the way to the other side of the ice. Looking for trying to make something. Waiting for a play to develop. Has it now, passes it off the wall. Recovered by or passes it off the wall to the other side. Then recovered by the Commodores. Number 2, that's Yang that has it for the Commodores. Passes it off the wall, able to still recover, hits it off the wall again behind the red line. Ward has it, leaves it for Soar. Soar passes it behind himself to Cochran. Cochran off the wall to Powderly. Powderly unable to get the pass, stretches out fully but not able to complete it. Shot opportunity off the chest of Ward. Now off the wall. Again, Gross with a shot wide left. Gamecocks have it. Cochran passes it out off the wall. Powderly going to recover, but Yang will get there first. Yang going behind the red line. Yang completely turns 180 to freak out to fake out Powderly. Puck flying in center ice, recovered by Gross. Big hit from Cochran on Gross, as Gross is taking a beating this period. Gamecocks have possession. Cochran passes it out, and Gross coming back with another big hit. As you can see, he wanted revenge. And I think there might be a delayed penalty on that.
No, it was offsides. A puck shot off of the leg of Gross, and I think Gross has had enough. He's been the main target of Carolina's physicality tonight. And he gets a nice opportunity to return the favor on Dave Cochran. And I noticed Min-Kyu Yang, I don't think he's taken more than one or two shifts off the bench. Min-Kyu Yang's been out here for almost the entire third period. He's not out there right now, but he's just been a very big presence for the Commodores.
Out of zone face-off won by the Gamecocks with 7 minutes left in the period. Sean Davis has possession. In the defensive zone for the Gamecocks, passes it off the wall, looking for Kranis. Kranis able to get to it. Kranis looking for a pass, weaving through the defenders, looking for the shot, wide right, and a little too high. Gamecocks still possession over Sean Davis, looking for a pass in the middle, not able to get one. Off the wall. Gross has it now, looking for an opportunity. Poke check from Borst. Gross finds himself on the ground, looking for a call from the ref, not going to get one. Borst has going down the ice. Borst almost falls himself, but tripping himself. Poke check from the Commodores, and now number 19 is wide open. Ward comes up, hits it away, no one there. Kashevsky able to recover, good clear from Ward. Sirwall not happy about that hit though. Ward was looking for a call after getting bodied after clearing it.
Another risky play by Jarrett Ward coming out to play that puck. And
Another
big hit at
huge
open
hit
ice.
from Martone.
Alec
He is
Martone,
a
a physical presence. all
Powerhouse.
night. He's got the puck now. All right, comes off of his stick a little bit.
Martone has it, weaving through defenders, off the stick and into the air. Recovered by number 1. Another big hit from Martone, and I think he might get a penalty for that one.
Hand pass.
Oh, hand pass.
The play called dead is a hand pass here. Yep. After that, the big chance by Gross, Jarrett Ward does a great job coming out and getting that puck, and he received a fair amount of contact from Gross, and a lot of the Carolina players and fans really wanted a penalty after that, but Jarrett Ward, a very brave soul coming out to poke that puck away.
Hawkinson up for the face-off at center ice. Won by the Commodores, back out into their defensive zone. Over to the left side of the ice, looking for something out of nothing. Pass goes across, Gross around, and I think it looks like it'll be an icing.
Yeah, icing called here against the Commodores. Face-off comes all the way back down into the Vanderbilt end with 5:44 left in the third period. This is really crunch time for these Carolina
I
Gamecocks.
think you might look to see some penalties coming up as tensions are rising, but these refs have been fairly stingy with the calls they're making. Hawkinson up for the face-off. The offensive zone for the Gamecocks, able to win it, passes it out, up to the top of the point. Looked like it was off the skate of a defender, behind the red line, recovered by Drummond. Drummond tries to pass it out, not able to get it back. Now Yang has it coming flying up the ice. Yang with the absolute speed with the pass into the middle, not able to complete it, however. Gamecocks able to get it out of there. Recovered by the Gamecocks in center ice. Vanderbilt has it back off the wall, going behind the red line. Ward now has it, passes to Drummond. Drummond trying to make something out of nothing. Pass it over but to the ref. Martone kind of gets hit awkwardly. Martone still able to get it. Kranis has it. Excuse me, not Kranis. That is Schneider. And that was a shot right off the post. That looked like it was
Corey Hawkinson, yeah.
Hawkinson. Best chance the Gamecocks have had all night, right off the left goal post. Behind the red line, the puck is there. Vanderbilt has possession. Big hit again, and I think that was from Bobby Van Duzen.
Bobby Van Duzen with another crushing hit.
Ben Smith has it behind the red line with 4:41 left in the third period, trying to get something at all. Going over to the left side of the ice, Ben Smith will recover. Ben Smith has it. Pass it almost right into the puck, or into the stick, excuse me, number 34, and that was a very risky pass from Ben Smith.
Big glove stop there by Jarrett Ward, and a great job sweeping that puck out of there, not allowing a secondary chance.
Could have been a very quick outcome, or a very different outcome. Puck flies up in the air off the glass and somehow stays back in.
No, they'll blow that down. Yeah, a quick turnaround chop there from Ben Smith, and I believe since it came off his stick, the faceoff will come outside.
4:12 left in the third period, and you gotta imagine that something's gonna break through in these, under 5 minutes left in the period.
This has been one of the most intense games that I think we've called so far this season, Jack. And the ironic thing is one of the lowest scoring.
And I think that's what's building all the tension up so much and making it that much more intense. Hatton wins the face-off for the Gamecocks. Possession is quickly gained by the Commodores. Smith has it for the Commodores, pass it out, intercepted by Kostrepsky, who gives it out to Sean Davis. Sean Davis, puck up in the air in the glove of Smith. Gross has it now, flying on the left side of the ice. Gross, shot goes wide left and a bit too high. 17 has it for the Gamecocks. It's for the Commodores. A couple backdoor shots attempted, none of them went through. Slap shot right into the glove of Ward, and that was a good job by Ward to shift over.
It was a bit of a difficult rising shot there from Jack Smith. It wasn't an overly hard shot, but it was through traffic, and Jarrett Ward kind of had to get all of his chest protector and his glove up and into the way of that. An awkward shot, but he does a great job making the save. And again, I've said it time and time again, no rebound. That's a huge, huge, huge key for Jarrett Ward.
Defensive faceoff for the Gamecocks. Won by the Commodores. Gross has it, slap shot, but too many bodies in, trying to get something going. Eventually intercepted by the Gamecocks, off the wall. Martone has it. Martone looking for Hatton. A shot from Martone off the pad, and then Hatton not able to get the rebound. Looking for a backdoor shot, not able to get anything going. Commodores having a big hit from Schneider. Hatton has it. Puck up in the air. Puck really up to anybody. No one's able to get possession. Sawyer looking for the pass, not gonna get one as they're fighting at the wall, trying to get the puck. Commodores eventually recover. Under 3 minutes left to play in the period. Out of the hands of Gross. Cochran, and that was Sawyer, and he obliterated Gross as he gets another body blow.
Great job by Brian Sawyer to finish his check there on Jeremy Gross again.
Went horizontal on that hit. Gamecocks have it. Cochran whiffs the shot. Not sure how much he would have had anyway. Gamecocks, puck flies all the way to the other side of the ice. And that'll be an icing for the Commodores. Another big opportunity with 2:33 left to play in this period. And as time winding down, what do you think the odds are that we might be seeing some extra time here?
Well, I'm afraid to answer that question, Jack. I don't want to jinx anything because I wouldn't mind seeing some overtime in this hockey game. But again, 2:33, that's a lot of time when you really think about it. Anything can happen in that span. We'll have another offensive zone faceoff for the Gamecocks. It's going to be Ben Smith to take it.
Ben Smith not able to win it for the Gamecocks, but they will eventually retain possession. They have it on the left corner, behind the red line. Commodore's able to get through. Poke check from Kranis. Kranis loses possession just as quickly as he got it. Powderly looking for someone behind the red line. Powderly going to the right, looking for a backdoor pass. Not going to get one. Powderly still fighting for possession as Yang is flying and swarming on defense. Kranis able to get it, looking for a pass at the top of the point. Kranis not able to complete it. Ben Smith has it behind the red line now. Yang has it for the Commodores. Looking for a pass. He's going to get one. It's number 19. And a body blow from Cochran. Behind the red line. Looking for the backdoor shot. Trying to push one through. Not going to get it, I don't think. And there's going to be some pushes going through. And
the whistle blew. Castholm came and he pinned the puck right up against that right pad of Jarrett Ward. Excellent job at Jarrett Ward to seal the ice, seal off the lower part of the net, and eventually freezes it for a face-off. The puck eventually went in the back of the net, but the whistle had long been sounded by that point.
Fans are not happy.
No, they're giving 93
the
the
refs are
business.
trying to deliberate what they're going to go with right now.
Minute 48 here in this third period. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the Commodores. Blake Beber.
But it seems like everyone's going to stay on the ice.
Castholm has been one of the most prolific players tonight for the Commodores. He seems to be. We've called his name quite a few times, along with Jeremy Gross and Minhyu Yang. Yang and Gross not on the ice to take this face-off.
Out of zone face-off, it seems. Still offensive for Commodores.
They'll blow that face-off dead.
Not entirely sure what happened.
Well, Ben Smith got a little overexcited. He came in to win that face-off too quick. Carolina trying to get a line change, trying to get a little sneaky here, and the referee says no way. You know what? That may have been planned. Ben Smith may have gotten that face-off waved off intentionally so that his team could get a line change. Referee orders Jeffrey Kostrepski back to the bench. Head coach Alan Serwa not very happy right now.
We know Serwa to be pretty clever. It wouldn't put it past him for that if that to be intentional. Commodores have it. Have the offensive possession. Looking for a pass back in the middle. 93 looking for the shot. Not going to get one. Poke check from Cochran. Jack Smith trying to get it back in the middle. Powderly has it. Looking for a pass. Powderly with a shot right into the glove. Not too hard for that one. Pass going behind the red line. Kranis able to recover. Quickly loses possession. Puck up into the air. Past the stick of Sean Davis. 1:12 left. Up and off the glass. Gamecocks looking to get it. Horse is flying down, trying to get something. We are under a minute here at the end of the third period. Jeffrey Kostrepski looking to make something happen. Kostrepski over to the middle of the ice to Cochran. Cochran with the opportunity. Wide left on the shot. That was a momentum changer right there. Borst has it. Borst passes it to Kostrepski with 45 seconds left in the third period.
Dangerous play there by Kostrepski, taking it right in front of his own goal.
Kostrepski weaving through the defenders, looking to get something going here. Kostrepski on the left side, trying to get something in the back door, not going to get it. Off the wall to Cochran, passes back in the middle. Just a bit too far for Sean Davis. 30 seconds left in the period. Commodores now have it. Couple poke checks. Commodores still able to retain possession. Pass over to 34. Pass off the wall. Behind the red line to Ward. 20 seconds left. Given to Cochran. Cochran passes it out to the other side. Off the foot. Off the wall. Van Newsom was not ready for that pass. Going back behind the red line. There's not behind the red line. His possession has it. Martone's got it. Looking for something. 4 seconds left. Passes it out. Behind the red line. And we will see an extra period here in this game, as it is absolutely heated. 2-2. These teams are neck and neck, and no one seems to be able to get a leg up.
Yeah, I think the body language of Jared Ward says it all right now. Right as the horn sounds, he leans back on his crossbar saying, "Oh, I gotta keep going." Jared Ward absolutely exhausted right now.
And we were going to have Claude Itchkamian interview player of the game and the winning coach, but we're going to hold off on that
we don't
for a
have
bit. And we're going to go to break real quick, and when we come back, we will return to this heated matchup between the Vanderbilt Ice Commodores and the Carolina Ice Hockey Gamecocks.
All right, we're just about to get started here for overtime. Two teams will skate 4-on-4 for a brief 5-minute period, and if that doesn't solve anything, we'll head to a shootout.
Martone up for the face-off to start this extra period. Martone able to win it for the Gamecocks. Possession quickly regained by the Commodores. Number 19 has it for the Commodores, going around. Quick poke check. Gamecocks not able to recover possession. 19 has it for the Commodores. That's Castholm. Castholm fighting for it. Will lose possession. Puck trying to get a stretch pass. Bit too much mustard on that pass, though, as Martone's not able to get it. Commodores have possession. Passing it out, that's Jack Smith. Smith to Costholm. Costholm looking for the opportunity, trying to squeeze one in there. Trying to get one to the crease off the foot, it looked like, of Ward. Gamecocks flying down, that is, looks like Kostrevsky. Excuse me, not Kostrevsky. Passes it out to Martone. Martone with a quick shot off the face, it almost looked like.
Oh boy, 2-on-0 here for the Commodores.
2-on-1. Big opportunity right here. See if we can get, and off the goalpost, off of the right goalpost, and that's a huge opportunity missed by number. I believe that was Castholm.
Jared Ward thanking his best friend in red right behind him for that. That shot moved the entire net. The whole net popped up off its moorings for a quick second, and I don't know how that puck stayed out, but we're going to keep going here in overtime with 3:58 to go.
The fans are just giving every jeer and heckle they can to Costholm after not completing that shot.
This is by far the most intense game we've called this season. It is an absolute pleasure to be a part of this.
Defensive face-off for the Gamecocks. 3:58 left in the extra period. Looks like Martone will go up for the defensive face-off. Martone, Schneider,
Jake Bearsma out for Vanderbilt.
And Hatton. Fine. Our lineup for the 4-on-4, we have Schneider, Hatton, there's Soar, Martone, and Martone.
Alec Martone just getting waved out of the face-off there.
Schneider now up for the face-off. Schneider able to win it for the Gamecocks. Martone loses possession, however. Fighting with their sticks. Yang tries to make something out of nothing. Yang looking for a pass. Yang on the ground. Pass goes behind the red line. Recovered by number 9. That's Jeremy Gross. Gross still has it. Looking for a pass in the middle. Pass goes through the crease and back out. Pass goes off. That shot goes off the stick of Ward. Commodore still have possession. 3.5 minutes left in the period.
Well, high stick there from Gross.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're going to have to call that.
Yeah, he'll get a penalty for that.
4-on-3 power play with 3:25 left.
And Gross again trying to plead his case, and to no avail. He'll head to the box. And Carolina with the biggest opportunity of the night, a power play in overtime. And since we are skating 4-on-4, Gross having a few words there for Powderly as he goes back to the penalty box. But anyway, as I was saying, as we skate 4-on-4 in overtime, the power play will be 4-on-3. A ton of room out there for Carolina to really spread out the defenders and try to open up some passing lanes for a good shot on goal.
Keep in mind, the Gamecocks have not converted on a power play tonight. This would be it's their third opportunity, and they are 0 for 2 on the night.
Now we'll see if head coach Alan Sturwaugh puts Ian Schneider out on the ice for this power play. Again, Schneider leading the team in power play goals with 3 so far in the 17-18 campaign.
Referee deliberating or explaining his call to players from both teams as they try to sort everything out in this overtime period. 2-minute power play, 3:25 left. If they can't pull through in this power play, they'll have 1:25 left for either team to take the lead.
Pretty intense discussion here between the Vanderbilt player, that's number 5, Danny Huyler. Pretty intense discussion about what I saw was a pretty cut and dry call. Gross got the stick pretty high up on, I believe it was Kostrepski. There's no question about it.
There may or may not. Kostrepski might have put a little bit of acting into that. But
no, but you know what? Even with the face cage, if you get a stick up high, up under your chin strap, it can be extremely painful and even dangerous. I think head coach Alan Sturwaugh is going to call a timeout here.
I think it may or may not be. Actually, what Brandon Alter on the sideline is telling us that they think it actually might be a 5-on-4 for this power play.
Maybe that's what they were discussing.
As they were talking with both team players or assistant captains from both teams, as they're going to try to figure out what they want to do here, whether or not they want a 4-on-3 or a 5-on-4. So I think each team's getting an an unintentional timeout as the refs try to figure this out.
We just received confirmation. It looks like they will skate 5-on-4 for this power play rather than a 4-on-3.
Still talking everything out, trying to figure it out. So we're getting a little bit of, I think the players are getting a well-deserved rest. Kostrepski coming out on the ice. We'll see how many players we have to accompany him. It seems as though Commodores have 4 players out on the ice.
Yeah, 5-on-4 here in overtime.
We're seeing Kostrepski, Kranis, Davis, Hatton, and Martone out on the ice for the Gamecocks.
Surprised to see Ian Schneider's not out there for the Gamecocks.
As am I. Kostrepski up for the offensive faceoff. Kostrepski not able to win it. Pass goes all the way to the other side. Kranis not able to recover. They're going to try to kill this power play. Hatton has it.
Yeah, the puck went off of.
Hatton.
No, it was Alec Martone. I think Alec Martone was still in the offensive zone after the puck had come out, and the puck inadvertently hit him. So the faceoff will come outside. We're back at center ice again.
Kostrepski again up for the faceoff. He's been taking most of them tonight. It's been him and Martone. Kostrepski able to win the faceoff this time. Hatton has it going on the left side of the ice. Hatton going behind the red line. Hatton looking for a pass. Hatton finds Martone looking for a backdoor shot, not able to get it. Kostrepski has it behind the blue line, passes it out to Hatton. Hatton with the pass off the stick, going behind the red line. Giving it to Ward. Ward hands it off to Kostrepski. 1:22 left in the power play, 2:45 left in the extra period. Kostrepski passes it over, ends up in Kranis' possession. Kranis has it going through center ice, passes it off the wall, going around. Kostrepski recovers. Kostrepski able to retain possession behind the red line, looking for a backdoor pass or trying to get something in the middle, passes it over to Martone. Martone off the wall to Kranis. Kranis behind the back to, I believe, Schneider now is on the ice. Kranis going behind the red line. Kranis looking for something to develop.
Great defensive play there by Minhyu Yang.
Kranis passes it, looking for a pass or a shot in the middle from Martone. Too many bodies in between. Martone almost losing possession. Kranis able to recover. Passes it to Schneider. Schneider trying to get it past the middle, not able to get one. Commodore's going to kill his power play, or try to kill the power play with 32 seconds left. Kostrevsky now has possession. Neither team is able to take advantage. As Cochran loses the puck there, behind the red line, Cochran not able to get it. Players on the Commodore bench are not happy. Gamecocks looking for him in between, and a whiff on the pass. I can't even see the puck right now. Eventually comes out. Cochran has it. Commodore player on the ground. Pass is going through the middle. Power play is about to die. Minute 26 left. Power play is now dead. Gamecocks still have possession. 122. Player down. Borst with the attempt. Off the chest. Again off the wall. Gamecocks still have it. Kostrevsky with a pass. Looking for any shot, any opportunity. Hawkinson passes it out to Borst. Borst passes it to Soar. Soar with a slap shot attempt goes wide left. Off the wall. Recovered by Cochran. Cochran trying to get something, passes the puck up in the air, looking for Ben Smith. Smith not able to get it. Gross has it. 48 seconds left. Gross flying down. Makes a defender miss. Gross has it. Ben Smith with good defense behind the red line. 40 seconds left. Gets a pass off to number 93, looking for something in the back door. Behind the red line is the Commodores. Defense swarming. Gross has it, looking for a pass in the middle. Martone able to recover with 30 seconds left. Martone trying to get a pass off, not able to get it. Oh, excuse me, he did. That's over to Powderly. Powderly trying to get it to Schneider. Commodores have it center ice. 19 seconds left. Puck going over. 15 seconds left. Soar will hit it off. Passing, looking for Powderly, not going to complete it. Puck going behind the red line. 5 seconds left. Off the ice. Into possession. Not able to complete it. 1 second left. A huge hit. Absolutely laying him out. And there's some extracurriculars going on as players are getting chippy. They want to throw the gloves. Ref not going to let them. That hit seemed as though if it was from number 12 or 13 Martone, again our big hitter, and Brian Soar is absolutely livid, as is number 23 or 93, excuse me, Blake Beber, and both teams are absolutely heated. Refs are talking with number 5. That is Hoyler. We have not said his name a whole lot tonight, and I think that's the reason why this score is still tied. Fans are heated, the coaches are heated, players are heated.
Brian Soar's got to be careful. You see him jawing at the ref and at the other players here. And as we said earlier in the broadcast, there were 3 games early in the season, 3 consecutive games, where Brian Soar found himself on the receiving end of a 10-minute misconduct, 4 unsportsmanlike conduct. It doesn't look like he's going to get that again tonight. But again, intense play.
We're waiting for deliberation from the refs to try to figure out what is going to happen. Brandon was telling us is that it seems that the refs were trying to speculate. They weren't entirely sure what was going to happen if this period ended with the same score. I'm not sure if they understand or know. I'm sure they do, but they would assume it would go into penalty shootout, but it seemed as though there was some discrepancy on whether or not they were going to do that.
I don't think anyone in their right mind would end this game at a tie right now. It's just been such a fantastic game. So much fun to watch, and I'm sure so much fun to play on behalf of the players.
It looks like they're looking it up online. They're checking their phone. I don't know entirely what they're trying to see, and Brandon's actually about to tell us real quick.
I'm banking on a shootout here.
Brandon is saying that it looks like it's going to be a 3-person shootout to decide the outcome of this game.
That's what we like to see. It'll be interesting to see who each coach puts out for this team. You got to think at some point Jeffrey Kostrevsky's going to get a shot.
You would hope so. I've known Kostrevsky for 2 years now. I lived across from him back in Cola Hall in our freshman dorm, and really great guy, and I'd love to see how he's been able to create this role for himself here on the team. It's a really cool thing to see, and I hope he gets a chance, opportunity. We will have, I can guarantee you, or I can say that Claudia Chikamian, after the game's over, we'll try to get an interview with the game winner.
Looks like Vanderbilt's going to start out the shootout. Daniel Hoyler, he's their leading scorer,
3
4 goals, 4
rounds.
assists.
Hoyler coming up, getting ready. Hoyler able to get one in.
Fantastic move there by Daniel Hoyler. He got Jared Ward to commit just a little early. It actually looked like Jared Ward lost an edge there on his skate, falling a little awkwardly to the ice. But a great job by Daniel Hoyler.
And he was able to show why he is their leading point scorer on that team.
Absolutely fantastic patience there.
Schneider out for the first attempt, or the first round for the Gamecocks.
He's going to wind it up from all the way behind his own blue line.
Boy, they're coming up. Schneider has the puck. Schneider not able to get it. Goes off the right knee of Furman, and Furman is fired up.
That's a big save there by Ari Furman.
Taking it up now is 9. That is Jeremy Gross.
19.
Oh, 19, excuse me.
Castholm.
Castholm able to get one through.
Big shot there by Castholm, and now the pressure is on Carolina. If they do not score, Vanderbilt takes this, and they take home the 2 points.
And Alex Kranis will be coming up for the second.
Coach Surwatt taps Alice Kranis.
Coming up from behind the blue line. Kranis has the puck now. Going little to the left, taking a left opportunity. Not able to get it. And that's the game. He was tripped up, not even able to get a shot off, as Furman used his stick and his leg to break off the course of that shot. And Vanderbilt is very happy with themselves.
Absolutely fantastic game to watch. It's a disappointment to see it if you're a fan of the Carolina Gamecocks, but they played a fantastic game. You can't give enough props to Jarrett Ward, but Ari Furman, at the end of the day, slams the door twice in the shootout, and Vanderbilt able to come away with the win.
And if you're a fan of hockey itself, you'd love to see a game like that. If you're a fan of Vanderbilt, you're happy they came away with the win. If you're a fan of the Gamecocks, bit of a heartbreaker here tonight, but Gamecocks trying to come off of that win last week with another here today, and their first game home in a while. They laid their heart on the line and unable to get it done.
Well, at this point for Carolina, you got to look at the positives. They were able to force it to an overtime period, and therefore they guarantee themselves a point. They were trying to look to get 2 out here, but unfortunately they were just outskilled there in the shootout. Some unbelievable moves by the Vanderbilt players.
We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to hopefully have some words that Claudia Chikami is going to get from the goaltender for Vanderbilt, Ari Furman. scooch over a bit.
Which way?
Scooch over the other way. All right, and we are back for the post-game analysis of what was just a completely, just a great game to watch, a great game to comment for, and unfortunately, though, if you're a Gamecock fan, not the best outcome.
Yeah, Carolina played a fantastic game. I think those are the best 2 periods we've seen all season from them. It just, unfortunately, when it comes down to the shootout, you can play a fantastic game, but it comes down to the hands of 1 or 2 players. And Ari Furman, he did fantastic. It just really a heartbreaker for Carolina.
I mean, the problem, they had those 2 periods, and they did really well in that they had the shot advantages both periods. And at that point, like Sir Wass said when we talked to him before the break, before the start of the 3rd period, you got to be able to finish. And I think that because they weren't able to stop Vanderbilt early on and weren't able to get the best start, as you were saying earlier, that was, I think, the killing blow for the Gamecocks here today.
There were a lot of missed opportunities that we saw more towards the end of that 2nd period. Pucks just going a couple inches off a guy's sticks, or redirections going a few inches wide. It really is a game of inches. And so I think they're going to play the same team tomorrow afternoon, I guess, Carolina and Vanderbilt, here again at the Plex in Irmo. And I think if Carolina wants to come out on top, they really need to get a better start. And we say that a lot, but I think that's really the number one thing that this team needs to keep in mind is how important the start to the hockey game is. They allowed themselves to be scored on once early on. They were playing from behind within 3 minutes into the game. And so if Carolina wants to have more success tomorrow night, I think a big start is the key way to do that.
Exactly, and we'll look to see how they can do tomorrow as they take on Vanderbilt for the 2nd game in the series. Tomorrow at, I believe it starts at 4.
4:45.
4:45, a little bit off. But for everyone here at Capital City Sports, for Dylan Clark, for D'Angelo Stevenson, Luis Garcia, Claudia Jacaman, Brandon Tetler, Will Volk, and of course our founders and old cast, Brett Williams, John Dowdy, and Robert McCachran. I'm Jack Taylor, forever to thee, South Carolina.